we should be live, hopefully. Hello, everyone. Can I get a confirmation that I'm like coming through? Maybe from the chat. Hi. Someone says hi. Oh my god, hello. What's going on? How are you guys? Happy New Year. It's 2025. We're gonna get some crazy stuff happening this year. Super exciting. 25 is better than 24, am I right? Hello, my name is Zix. You guys have probably watched me before. I'm the guy that does a bunch of 3D stuff on the Twitch streams. We're gonna be doing like a quick little retrospective of stuff we've done in 2024 on the project. We did something like this last year. So if you guys like that, you might like this one. I have a couple co-hosts with me. If you guys want to introduce yourselves, have at it. I'm going to be toying with audio levels for a quick second while they're doing that.
Hey everyone, hope I'm coming through too. I'm UCM, one of the level design leads, and I'm here to bring a little magic to the stream. That's what I'm going to call it, magic.
Hello, I am Newton. I am a level designer, and I help run the file cutting department. I'm probably going to spend most of it talking about candles. Happy to have you all here.
Hello everyone, it's me. It's time to rock. How are you today? It's Marco, aka Quantumscape, aka Little Fella, aka Nobody. Enjoy.
And also, Oystery has just joined.
Yes, and hopefully not too late. But hello everyone, I'm Oystery, and I'm a level designer.
Yes.
Hooray!
So it's
Let's
Zix
hop
being
somewhere,
attacked by the level
I guess.
designers today.
All right, what's the plan? What are we checking out first?
I'd say we check out what you're gonna originally start off with. That sounds like the best bet to me right now.
Okay, I was asking one of you guys for something, so give me something.
Why don't we check out Ghostgate?
Yeah, Ghostgate. That's a good option.
Okay, let's do that.
So, chat, we have some lovely ESP in progress work to show you right now. Ghostgate is being worked on by Oystery, one of our wonderful designers. Ghostgate, Oystery, can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so Ghostgate, it's a military base, I suppose. That is essentially powers up a massive barrier around Red Mountain, and it's there to keep the bad guys in Red Mountain and not outside it, I suppose. It's mostly finished, but it is still pretty VIP because I'm working on it even as we speak. It's I last touched it today, but it is mostly finished. But there's a few sections that are a bit bare bones, I'd say.
You feel comfortable with people taking a look?
Yep.
Cool.
That's why we're here. The main cells
Nice.
are pretty much done, but there's a few small sections that are still work in progress.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you guys are regulars on the Twitch streams that I do, I was modeling the meshes for this interior not too terribly long ago, even last month, for a good bit of it, and Oyster has been doing the level design, and it looks pretty good.
This this tile set in general is something I was really happy when we received it. I remember the first thing I thought when I looked at it is like, how am I gonna make anything look good in a circle? And then I used it for 5 minutes. I was like, actually, this is great.
It's a very versatile set, despite the shape requirements.
Yeah, definitely.
Yes, I must say, it's the kind of place where if I was stationed here, I would have many thoughts of wanting to escape, but not being able to.
What one are we in now? Are we in Tower of Dusk?
Yeah.
Can you look at that thing on the wall? Tyranzix? There's something
Thing am I looking at?
There's something hanging on the wall.
The
Upstairs.
Clamseer head?
Yeah, yeah, okay, that's what that was.
Look, Newton, it's a Gwar poster, your favorite.
Oh my god, I love Gores.
Can you tell us about your love of Guars in two words?
They're adorable, and I love them. That was
Amazing.
one sentence.
This goes to the basement, right? We can. Do you want to check out the basement? We can do that.
We can check out the basement.
Yeah, the basement is. That's good to look at.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
so
tell
this
us about
is-
the basement, Oystery.
Well, I guess the basement is the lower levels. That's where these guys, the Bionic Armigers and the veteran house members that live here, sleep and hang out. And also, there's a smithy and a
Oh, I
vault
like the-
with
the-
all
the
kinds of
little room.
treasure.
Oh, and as
Whoa,
Gans
those are
has
cool.
pointed out, they made some really cool sound effects from our lead Ginger, or SFX lead Ginger, that is specifically designed for Ghostgate.
Every time
Okay, doesn't have
I
voice act.
every time I hear about the sound effects we're making, and I see like a photo of them on top of a mountain recording wind sound effects, I'm perpetually amazed.
Yeah.
It is crazy. the
What
amount of
are
effort that goes into making
those?
sounds.
And that is
What are those?
I like
So,
your
how-
I like your little armory there, Oyster. That's really well done.
Yeah. It's in the heart of me. I love it as a designer, but as the player in me, I must say, very tantalizing to rob.
Listen to the gate sound effects. These ones.
No, he's talking about the exterior. You know, the actual getting into
Oh.
Red Mountain, the ominous creaking of the metal.
Yeah, we should check that out.
You should check that out. So, Oyster, if I did want to rob here, how likely would I absolutely be like mashed into a pulp?
That's pretty likely. There's a lot of guards here, but I'll say that might be some keys lying around that might
Oh,
help
this
you.
guy had a voice.
That might help you get in.
Any notable people here? As Kami pointed out, we come here during the Imperial Quest line. Or any other cool things to do over here?
I think you also come here during the Telvanni quest line, right?
Do you?
Yeah, this place has a lot of quests. It's a pretty big quest hub, I'd say.
And the temple quest line. Well, I guess you don't
Yeah.
go in the building, but you walk by it.
Right, because
Yeah.
a number of late game temple quests are on Red Mountain.
Oh, I was thinking of the
Remember
Pilgrimage, but yeah.
Oh, that too.
And let's
also,
not forget
the
our.
the.
Yeah,
Also,
go ahead,
I just
sorry.
remember it being a big source of glass armor and glass weapons as a kid.
Oh,
Yeah, they have a huge stash of them, so you don't need to actually grind. You just steal everything.
Also, how is the good Newton doing? Asks.
Yeah, how
Nicole.
is the good
I-
news doing?
Hi, Nicole. While we all discuss, I'm placing candles in the background, so it's exactly as you'd expect.
Okay.
Whoa, this turned out so
Also,
cool.
tell them the big news that happened to you this year, Newton.
Ooh, that
Give
does
them the
look
good
really
stuff.
Do I have big news? You're referring to something. Is it Skywind related?
passed.
That would be exciting.
Passed. You passed.
I passed Skywind School.
Yes.
Yeah, you
Good job on
did.
Skyward.
Congrats. Yeah.
Went to Skywind University. Can we? This general room. This type of room with 500 shrines. There's
Sick.
4 of them in Morrowind, and they always are fun to make. I really
Yeah.
like what you did with the ceiling, Osteri.
Yeah, that was.
It's
I copied it from you though, so I can't. Any of
you did the
that.
Hyphane first, I think, where
Yes.
you did that sort of
Yeah.
style.
Yeah.
It's the kind of
Maybe that's
place
why I
where
like
you
it.
really relax when you realize that you're in an absolute hellhole.
But yeah, this temple it's still very much unfinished. Waiting for some cool art from Fury actually for the outros
Oystery.
before.
Oystery, Damnify is asking, are these the new lighting templates? Did you use anything from Trey, or? is
Yeah,
this
these
sort
are
of
using.
Okay.
Yeah, these are all using Trey's lighting templates, but he should be making some adjustments to them a bit later. To
We should mention that to people listening who don't know. In the Skyrim engine, the Creation Kit, and a lot of other games, you have to set up a lighting template that just describes how the ambient light in the room looks. We've been using custom ones for a while. We just recently have done a decent number of overhauls to our lighting system. It has been a massive improvement. There's been so many areas which creating a good ambiance with good lighting is so important, and I'm really happy with how things have been looking.
Oh, this one is sick. What the hell?
Yeah, speaking of which, a lot of work has come from 2D. There's been a lot of custom arts by Fury, obviously, but a lot of book covers and book illustrations as well by Dell. They're actively working on it, and they're gorgeous. We cannot wait to show you those when they're ready. Asterisk. Sorry, people. Sorry.
Yeah, just casually doing QA here.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
But you will see him one day.
End up being naturally.
You will see him one day.
Is this the guy with the bow?
Is he?
Oriole's bow?
No, the bow
Kill
is
him
inside of the bow is
chat.
inside of the potato box, don't you know?
No, Oriole's bow is in here somewhere.
Yeah, one of the ordinators here has Oriole's bow, and there's a Biant Armiger who has Oriole's shield, if I remember correctly.
Alright, don't hate me.
But yeah, Rallin is the person who has the bow.
Why would we hate you?
Yeah, why we hate you? Give us one good reason.
There it is. Oh, he's got an enchanted mace too.
Oh, look at that. And also, speaking of work that Trey's been doing with fighting templates, can't also show it to you yet, but I must say, water is going crazy, ladies and gentlemen. You are not prepared.
Oh yeah, especially well, I guess it will be in some of our future PR stuff. We'll be showing that off, won't we?
Spoiler.
Most likely.
I know. I'm spoiling things, but
Spoiling
be excited.
things. Be
It
excited,
looks
yeah.
really good.
We got some stuff
Wow.
coming down the line for you guys that is gonna blow your little minds to smithereens and turn them glassed. It's gonna be a nuke to your skull.
Hey Zix, a second ago, Albino Pando said FPS drop in the attic room. My Twitch kind of messed up in there. Did you have an FPS drop or?
Oh no,
I did as well.
I didn't.
I did as well on Twitch, I think. Maybe.
Sorry, that might have just been a playback issue.
Okay.
Yeah, perhaps.
For the most part, optimization in the CK is kind of like a weird thing to have to do.
Yeah.
It's the main way you do optimization is you set up essentially little trigger boxes around the map that tell the game to not load the rooms that you're not in. And that sounds easy. Oh, just put a box around a room. And then you start working with like a cave that loops around in through itself, and you're like, how on earth do I turn this into 10 squares?
Yeah,
Oh, the
and
weather
there's also room bounds to consider as well.
Yeah.
Portals, and it gets complex.
How are couple things? How are the audio levels of the game doing? Like, can the audience hear the wind and stuff right now?
Can you listen to the beautiful FX that was made by Gans and Ginger and the rest of the wonderful?
Because if
FX?
we can hear it, then I'm gonna show off the gate sound effects if they're in.
Oh, Oyster, I think we have a question for you. Asking from Mr.
Audio
Q.
sounds good. Okay.
Did you take into account the quest for stealing the bow when you were designing the interior, in terms of like the way you did the level design?
Well, Morrowind was a bit different. Morrowind was a bit strange because NPCs didn't have any schedules, so you'd end up in a situation where the NPC where you have to take the bow from is just in that one room. So we'll have schedules where, which means that the NPC will be in that big open room. They'll be moving around it, and they'll also be going to places. Well, their room in the barracks and doing other stuff. So the quest should be, you'd have more options when it comes to stealing the bow.
Scheduling in general is a blessing and a curse because it's so great, it's amazing, it allows you to do awesome things. The way the CK handles it is very annoying.
Well, I mean, the way it handles it is really powerful. Just the fact that you can prioritize things, and I kind of enjoy doing it because it kind of feels like I'm playing with dolls. It's like, oh, I'm going to work.
Oh, I'm not referring to the
Yeah,
tools
better.
being poor. I'm purely referring to it being kind of jank to use.
You like playing with dolls, you see them?
Yes, and I'm tired of pretending I don't.
They're not dolls, they're collectible action figures. Anyway, Kimi actually
Don't
asked us a
collect
question
them.
earlier. How was 2024 for the whole team as a whole, would you guys say? I have my answer, but I'd like to hear what you guys would also say.
I think it was pretty good. We accomplished a good bit of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
For me personally, it was a little slow. I'll be honest, it was a little slow. But I'm really excited for 2025, especially because I will be working on the long-awaited Redoran interior tile set. That's like the last one we have.
Everyone get hyped. Let's go. That's
am
going to be
so
100
excited.
cells right there.
So
That's
if
like
I can,
100
if I can
cells.
jump in there and actually use that as a, or do you have more to talk about, Zix? Sorry,
No, sorry,
very
I was
good
just beating up a native.
segue into what I wanted to, something I feel I should mention. So we currently have about a little over 100 cells that use Redoran stuff. So, and that makes up, pretty much everything that has not been at least partly worked on so far. So once we get that, there is nothing really stopping us outside of a few specific quest things from being able to finish off all of the interiors. And as for the interiors, about 30%, about 30% are either being worked on or are the Redoran set, and the remaining 80% or 70%, I can math, I promise. The remaining 70% are somewhere in the final review or QA stages or complete entirely. So, very excited because once we have Redoran, we're off to the races. And those are the numbers that you're going to get for 2024.
And just to let you all know, wonderful people, I will also start streaming at least once a month. So the goal for me this year is 20 to 30 cells. So I will be doing a lot of those Redoran stuff. So prepare yourself.
Once a month.
I was going to say, and you mentioned a lot of things are in review. This has definitely been a year of reviews, at least for me. We've been kind of, as a team, trying to make a bit of a concentrated effort to work through a lot of older cells that have that need like finalization, essentially. Which is a lot, but it's a very satisfying type of task to do. You just pick something, work through it in 5 minutes, and like 10 minutes, an hour maybe, depending on how much needs to be done, and go like, okay, bam, this is finalized, send it to QA. It is so satisfying to actually be able to look at something and say this is done completely. It is fully 100% finished. Because in game development, very often you'll get things 90% done, and then they'll stay that way for a while.
Yes.
Describe the feeling, Newton. What do you feel inside?
I feel like I keep thinking about the fact that when you work on let me think of a speech. UCM, you talk.
Okay. I'm just gonna say specifically, I feel comfortable saying this. Exactly 51.4% of all the interiors are in the review process. Now, most of that is waiting for someone to do a review on them. But, some of them are currently being reviewed. I am, in fact, going to be doing a review. And I was going to say doing one right now, but that's not true. I'm just sitting with the CK open while we're on stream. In a little bit, I'll start working on it. But also, I do want to say if anyone out there has level design experience or, CK experience in general, please volunteer. Because, again, we're about to have 100 new cells open up with Redoran that need designers, and a lot of them are, homes, shacks, stores, taverns, guild halls, mansions, a lot of residential buildings. So if you don't quite feel comfortable doing dangerous dungeons, there's plenty of material to work on. And if you do feel like doing dangerous dungeons, which is my bread and butter personally, I love those, we do still have some of those left to be worked on. So anyone with experience, I encourage you to volunteer. And I guess I should probably post a link to the volunteer page in the chat.
I should reply to that message about fast travel. So fun fact.
Join the collective.
There we go. Dal answered it for me. Fast travel. The way fast travel is okay. Now 2 people have answered in chat before me. Well, there we go.
I would like to look at some stuff we did in 2024.
You know what? I think I have something in 2024 that I could show. Yeah, sorry, guys.
I'm trying to find it.
The Sorcerer's place. The Sorcerer Shop.
What are you trying to find, Zix?
Huh? What?
What were you saying you're trying to find, Zix?
I'm trying to find the Telvanni Council Hall. Overseer.
That's a little bit. I think it's a little back, actually.
There it
Oh,
is.
and Timmy's asking if we can see Serm Mar in daylight.
In daylight? Oh yeah.
It's funny. You say you just have the CK open and are just kind of while we're here. I have a piece of paper in front of me, 2 pencils, and I have been sketching the floor plan to Holamayan, the base of the Dissident Priests, while we chat, in pencil and paper. I do all of my dungeons in pencil and paper before I make them in game.
That's the way to go.
I do the vague basic shape of them I've found, but more than
This
that,
isn't it.
and my
Hold on.
complete lack of artistic ability.
We're forgetting Overseers merges.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
We don't have them.
oh, this cell's
We're
not in
sorry,
yet.
people.
Never
We're
mind.
sorry.
Maybe I don't have it.
I don't
This
think.
merge.
Also,
I don't think it's in yet.
Tomito says,
Oh, it's not in yet. Oh crap.
Tomito says that we finished AER Coast nav mesh in 2024 as well. Yeah, the exterior team has also been going absolutely crazy with things, with nav mesh all over the place. Overseers, I think, basically finished the Grayslands.
Oh yeah, we can check out the Grayslands too.
Oh, true.
The Graceland.
The only
Yeah,
region that's still being really worked on, not just final touches and polish, is currently Red Mountain. So very
The lovely co-lead
excited for that.
Nick
Yes.
has been working on over the past year.
Correct.
Yep, so slow and steady wins the race, people. But the exterior people, if there's ever a time to use the word sicko mode, it would be for their gumption and attitude. Because they are going ham.
Sicko mode.
Sicko mode,
As,
yeah,
as
let's
one
bring
often
that back.
uses.
Yeah, frankly, I think it's not used enough by some people. Newton.
What?
Yeah, I have never heard of sicko mode come out of your mouth.
I
I'm
would
appalled,
never-
frankly.
Utter such a phrase.
Yeah. Oh, yeah,
Zix, I
I
think
love-
Marco. Yeah, I think Marco has finished a cell here recently in Serm Mar, right?
Which one?
Correct, I believe so. Last time I checked. It would be the Sorcerer Shop, which I posted a while back, and if it's
Oh, the
still messed
Sorcerer
up somehow,
Shop is where?
I think you're right nearby it. I think it's one of those pods in front of you.
That is incorrect.
Behold the mushroom infestation.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the problem with this place. I don't
Somebody
know where
suggested
anything
showing off
is.
how our jumping system works. Is that finalized? Because it did get changed recently.
I don't know if like finalized with exact value set, but I think the basic mechanic is pretty much in. Yeah.
We could show that off.
What are we talking
And
about?
in the
The
Oh,
way
meantime-
here.
the way that jumping works now, because we messed with it, like it functions differently.
There we
than
go.
it did in
That
Skyrim.
would be the one. And also, if anyone else has more questions, please let us know. And yes, this is one of the spaces I worked on, the Sorcerer Shop.
Oh, I remember you posting from
It
this.
is very pretty.
So much sorcery.
Too much sorcery, too much magic.
Oh, there goes.
Hi, Craig Zan, with your little anime picture.
Whoa. Yes, this one was shown off a while ago, but here it is again if you want to see it. One of the things that we did in 2024. Nice little
Where's
Sorcerer
the owner
Shop
of the
right-
house?
above you.
She's kind of yelling.
Yeah, she's above you. She's on the floor above. You gotta float up there. Talvani magic.
Oh, you have to levitate up here.
Yeah.
She's yelling at me to leave.
I mean,
She wants you to leave.
Get out of here!
Get out of here.
Get out of here.
that's a
Oh,
grub.
people! Someone says they want to see combat. You should kill her. You should kill this.
Oh,
person
Levitation's
with
back.
your fists.
Yeah,
Yes, it's back.
I think it broke for one
Let's
merge.
go.
it did.
Oh, she's trying to hop down.
Anyways, yeah, this shop was very fun to work on. I did a lot of the decoration and readjustments, but good old Meth helped with the initial layout before it was passed on to me. So,
So a
make
quick
sure you
question.
give them props too.
A question about this place. There's no maybe I'm just not looking right. Are there any stairs down, or do you have to levitate to get to the bed?
You have to levitate to get up here.
So
you got
this brings up something that I think the audience will be very excited to hear. We are implementing NPC levitation as a mechanic.
Very partially, Newton.
Yes. So I to give a bit more specific details on how it would work. It's location dependent, I think, right? They can only do it in certain spots.
It is used as a furniture marker, so NPCs are... Oh. People are angry at me. NPCs are able to use levitation as if it was like a chair. So let's say they walk up to a certain spot and it's obvious that they can use levitate to get up. They will use in the engine a furniture marker to levitate up. Then there's a matching furniture marker on wherever their goal is to levitate back down. NPCs cannot use levitation in combat. That's probably where people are going to misconstrue your words.
Good point.
So.
The main, I guess, in my opinion, the best part of that is it means when you go to a Telvanni tower, they will actually be floating around their towers.
No more having imagining your heads, people. It will be right in front of your eyes.
Yeah,
In
which
a technical sense, it's a modified version of the Dragonborn, teleport thing that you could do in Niloth's tower, but the player doesn't get access. Yeah, it uses those animations and I think some of that framework, but the player is not allowed to use it. The player actually has to know levitation, like in the original, and we're just sort of cheating it with the NPCs. And I think we even have a way to. I haven't played with this personally, but I believe Imperial designed a way so that only NPCs who would logically know levitation can be allowed to use it. So random, like slaves and servants or creatures can't just float up there with you.
I'm pretty sure you can check what spells an NPC has.
That might be how we do it. I'm not sure. I just know that Imperial developed a way to limit what NPCs can.
Oh God!
Yeah.
You really got yourself into quite the pickle. Oh, can we while you're here dying, we should take a moment to admire those bone walkers.
Yeah, look at those bone walkers.
They're so big.
They're walking. Yeah. That guy does at least 20 crunches a day.
Also, look at
That's
his
an
feet
absolute
and
fact.
hands. He's got...
I mean,
Yeah.
Marco, wouldn't it be those guys? Because it's like several
Oh God!
True.
stitched together.
That's true, yeah. Yeah, but they're still swole is what I'm saying. Like, they at least take their Wheaties. They at least have their Wheaties every day.
For sure.
So one thing that I think would be important to show off along the lines of creatures, hopefully, if I'm not being attacked by anyone anymore.
Yeah.
Where did my armor go?
I guess it was stolen.
You got stolen.
Oh, I got my shit taken away because I went to jail.
Are you now in like?
Welcome to Balmora, people.
Are you now?
I'm
in
a
the
civilian now.
player outfit, maybe, or they like reset your character to how you should be when the game starts instead of our.
I guess I have.
Our test
No
character
money
is busted.
either.
He can because he has like
Yeah.
100 in every stat.
So
Alright,
this
here's what
actually
we're
brings up
gonna
a good
do.
point to me. People are asking what's been newing and stuff. Let's ask you guys, what stuff are you currently working on right now?
Getting out of prison, baby.
Wait, like in this chat, or are you asking the chat, or are you asking this stream?
He's asking us.
Stream, you guys. I'm asking you guys. Yeah. What are you guys currently working on?
One thing I'd like to show off, this is not something I'm currently working on, but this is something that 3D is currently working on finishing, are the Daedric weapons. Whoa!
Woo!
Wow!
They're looking
those look
pretty
so
good.
Beautiful. So good.
There are more over here.
You should I think it's in the other room. The shields, right?
And also,
Shields
the
are
new
in the other
helmets.
room,
Look
yes.
at them. Look at
Oh
them.
my god, this looks so good.
Dude. Oh my god,
I
those
think
helmets. I want a 3D print. I want a 3D print so bad.
we are waiting on 4 more helmets. There's going to be 6 total, because we are also finishing the ones that Michael Kirkbride concepted for original Morrowind, but never actually got created. And then in terms of weapons, we're still waiting on a bow, and we're waiting on a club, a mace, and throwing weapons, I believe. Oh, and a staff. But we're almost there.
Do we have throwing weapons in the default player inventory? We should show those off.
The default player inventory was taken by the jailers.
Ah,
so I do not
crud.
have them.
Now, chat real quick. Post which Daedric weapon we have so far is your favorite. Let us
yeah.
know. But yeah, 3D is absolutely killing it, getting shit done as you do with people like Zix, Skelly.
Oh, I
so
never
many good
slept
folks.
off my bounty, so I can't equip
Wait, what?
gauntlets. That's really weird.
Oh, that's interesting.
Wait,
Someone's asking where the oh, and the spear. Daedric Spear. Do we see that?
The crescent, I can show you the crescent. Yeah, the spear was sitting there.
Nice.
The
I
crescent
really like
would
the Claymore too.
be-
I love the Claymore and the Great Swords. They just feel so chunky. Yeah, UCM, what are you currently working on?
Reviews.
Here's the crescent.
Finished Bar Dow well enough to send off to Navmesh, so I'm glad to have that behind me.
Well, maybe you should specify a bit more. We're kind of, you mentioned recently, we're doing like a push as a team to review all of the tombs.
Yes,
yes.
We're trying to do reviews in the in sort of categories, just so we can be on the same page, get them all up to modern standards. Because a lot of the tombs are kind of old, and they're not bad, but they're missing certain props or features that we've created since then, such as one prop that I notice almost every tomb is missing, but would logically be there, are these prayer scrolls and prayer charms for the temple.
Yeah,
that ought to be added.
There's also about halfway through the tomb set's lifespan, like once about half of them were done, Zix created these balcony pieces that look spectacular.
True.
And well, those are a little bit harder to just kind of insert into an already done area, but it is something that could be worth considering. The point is, the tomb set went through a lot of revisions with like new clutter and new stuff mid development. So probably when you guys play it, they're just gonna be tombs. But it is kind of funny from a developer perspective. I can probably guess down to a few months when a specific dungeon was made based on what assets are in it.
And so that actually, it is interesting what kind of lessons you learn doing this kind of development. For example, Redoran, being the last tile set to be done, Zix and his department made the clutter items, like the special Redoran lamps, or just little personal items and props first before the tile set's ready, so you're not just putting generic things in there.
Yeah.
By the way, Lacuna asked if we could hear the Burden and Feathers SFX.
Oh,
never.
I was trying to show it off, but Newton was talking very loudly, so it probably did not get heard.
Sorry, I'm a yapper.
It's okay. You can yap so long as you can also rap.
Yeah. One thing that I did recently was set up the Ebonheart Chapel special pieces. We gave it a little bit of a special treatment, a la like Oblivion sort of style, because I think it deserved it. It's kind of the hub, right, of a quest faction. So it's important that the cult has their own little special spot, These are just my test haul, placements of the meshes, but this is generally what it would look like if it were cluttered and stuff like that.
Let us know what your favorite god is. I'm more of a Zenithor kind of guy, I can appreciate someone doing a good trade,
No one remembers the Divines.
One thing that I got done also in 2024 is the Dunmer Stronghold meshes.
Yes.
The interior meshes. This is generally what the strongholds are going to look like, save for the textures. The textures are very much something that we're currently testing and working on, such as the roof texture here.
Yeah, these are not final.
I'm excited, very excited for when the textures are finished. I know I've got a stronghold I'm going to be working on. I assume you have one, UCM?
Yes.
And I assume with some of the other people here do as well. Everyone is so excited for this set.
Mm-hmm.
I think I got one that's like yours. I got a 6th house stronghold.
I saw that strongholds were available, and I clambered as quickly as possible to grab one that's 6th house themed, because I love doing 6th house cells.
I cannot wait.
I want to do one.
Have you claimed one?
Yeah, I've been wanting to do one, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Well, I am excited for the textures to get done. That's something that I've been waiting for quite a while.
Anyways, I'm sorry I interrupted you, UCM. Please continue.
I was just gonna say I'm very excited once Redoran is done.
We got some clutter
or at least
done.
a usable, buildable state. One of the most fun things to me is just taking that mass of cells and moving them out of the awaiting assets column on our internal tracker and putting them in the open column for people to just descend on like fucking vultures.
Can I get a dungeon that we worked on sometime this year, please?
Say again, sorry?
Can I get a dungeon that we worked on sometime this year?
Yeah, Sargon. How about that? What's the COC for that?
Sargon?
I think
Marco.
it's SARGON, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, just that? Okay.
I think so. But I
Sargon?
think if it's anything else, I honestly do not know it. I'm sorry.
Hang on, I'll double check. Did you use the interior or the world space version, real quick?
Interior. You know I
Okay,
can't
then,
handle
yeah.
world spaces. They make me cry. Anyways,
Okay,
this
then,
is
yeah.
Sargon.
Wait, hang
The
on.
lighting
yeah.
is
Since Marco, you did this. Let me swap roles here. Let me impersonate you here. So, Marco, what have you done here? Tell us about it.
What?
Well, you see, what I have done is take this cave from one of the Fighter Guild questline, where you have to kill a very bad man and his crew of very bad people. It is
Oh, what
located
happened?
in Shiogorad, and it has mushrooms and stuff. Yeah, there's some weird water issues going on here, just with how the water planes are set up. I have to fix
Why
that.
are we showing it
But-
off then?
Well, you know, it's something I have in progress. I didn't say it was
Oh,
done.
okay.
It's something. Have to fix some things. But yes, we have NPCs here. It's all cluttered out. There's some really fun stuff here. There's
I'm
a key
currently
hidden around
dying a
here as
lot.
well.
Have you considered
It's
not dying?
Yeah, you consider not dying?
Yeah.
Dal's also asking to go to Tel Voss and Voss.
Yeah, tell Voss. That's another option.
How did I die? What?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, I was
Oh.
gonna say there's potions in your inventory, but well, there you go.
They got taken
yeah.
because I went to jail.
Is the layout the same in Sargon? It's slightly different. The original, one of the older leads for level design made the initial pass at it, and then kind of just left it there, so I mostly went in and adjusted what was already there, as well as propping things out. To answer your question, Kami. But it's a fun little space. I mean,
I think
it still
it-
needs work, of course, but, you know, we're getting there.
Yeah, in general, the layouts of our dungeons are slightly different than the originals. I think it's just kind of a general way for how we do our level design. You've gone up. Typically, I think you know, I don't want not to speak for everyone, but our general philosophy as a team is that while we might be changing, for instance, the size of the rooms or the locations of the specific rooms within a dungeon, the core we are trying to replicate the core concept. You know, for instance, if the dungeon used to have in Morrowind a bunch of you know, Daedric monsters that had infested it, there's a bunch of Atronachs in there that have trashed the place. We're gonna keep that idea the same, even if we, you know, make the central hall way bigger or add another side room or something. It's still gonna be the same concept.
So
Yeah,
what I'm
also
trying to
can-
do
Mhm.
is show off Telvos, but my character got sent to jail again.
Oh.
So this is Telvos.
You're sure
Running
it's
out
Looking
of
pretty
jail.
good.
You might have seen Telvos from the stream a while back during the summer. Very cool place.
Yes.
And actually, you know what? That reminds me, Oystery, what are you currently working on?
Well, like I mentioned like when we were checking Ghostgate, that's something I'm actually working on right now, and I'm also doing a review of a bit of a special Daedric ruin, I guess.
Yeah, stay tuned for
But-
that.
Yeah, that's something for people to look at, I guess.
Yeah, prepare yourselves. And Newton, what are you working on?
Well,
Stuck in the
as
tree.
mentioned, this call I've been I have my pencil and paper in front of me and I'm sketching out Holamayan. Although I've reached a point where I am now low on ideas and I've got level designer's block and I'm staring at this half-finished map going, what room do I put here?
The curse. And
I believe Grayslands was worked on this year. UCM, you mentioned that, right?
Yes, Overseer.
Who did most of it?
Overseer.
Overseer.
And he has done an amazing job out here.
Could you turn around and look at that Quama Forager?
Nope.
Dang it.
But yep,
I wanna show off our
remember
custom
Gracelands in the. Remember the Gracelands in the yellow game? Yeah, Overseer has he's gone crazy with it. Look at this place.
Would you say sicko mode?
Oh god.
I think
Stop
it's a
it with
level
the
above
sicko
sicko
mode.
mode.
Get out of here.
I think he's gone beyond that. Yeah, we got Yakurit in camp. Oh, that's just murder. Nice job.
Oh, there, yeah,
oh.
that's a great example of the on-use casts. Right there.
Yeah, that's true. We now have, staff spells, and you can whack people with it at the same time. You should whack him.
I think you guys are confusing 2024 with the before times.
Yeah,
Because
there's
we've had
always
that for a while.
I know. There's always new people, though.
I like this guy's armor, though.
Yeah, it's cool.
Beat him to death for it.
Sicko mode, sicko mode, sicko mode, sicko mode, sicko mode. Yes, Dal. So keep saying it. Keep saying it more.
Does anyone know a dungeon with a bunch of Daedric creatures? Because one thing that I was trying to show off before but couldn't find was animation has done an insane amount of work this year. We have more creatures implemented now than we ever have, and it is crazy. Considering
I
that
know.
last year we had like very little creatures implemented actually.
I know where one is, but I'm pretty sure we can't show that one off for a good reason.
Right.
I don't know if any. I don't know if any other dungeon has implemented them actually.
What are you talking about?
Which creatures are you referring to? Specifically?
Oh wait, I got one for you, Zix. Ariana.
Guar! Sorry, I spotted a Guar.
Give me the Daedroth. Give me the Winged Twilight. Give me the Bone Lord.
That's what I'm saying. So go to for the Daedroth. I know Arion Ancestral Tomb has that.
Oh.
And for Winged Twilight, I know I have one in Solvel Ancestral Tomb.
Yes, sir.
I will do that one, and then I'll go back to the Daedroth.
that feels kind of. That felt like a person.
That was a
personal
personal attack on me.
That was a personal attack on. That was not sicko mode actually.
I'm gonna put a moratorium on sicko mode.
Bad for
Yeah,
the
can we
game.
please stop?
Are we gonna kill it? Is it dead now? Cool.
I think it died a while ago.
Yeah.
Early 2010s.
Thanks.
Oh wow, look at this lighting. Look at this lighting, so good.
Oh, I remember this one. Yeah, where's the Twilight? It's at the end, right?
It is. So if you want to TCL through the Ghostgate there.
I was gonna say, yeah, this is like the biggest dungeon in the entire game.
There she is.
Oh, you're right. There she is.
Walking around
In the flesh.
That's the boss.
Look at her.
The room.
Oh, she's got some transition issues going on.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, it doesn't seem like they're fully. Oh yeah.
Is there Navnish in here?
I
Oh.
think,
There is, but
yeah, I think it's a Nafmesh, or like they're stuck inside something. So
Look at her. She's
yeah.
going nuts.
this cell has not
She's
been.
got her boobies hanging out and everything.
Oh no. This is a family-friendly stream. But this
I've
cell
said-
has not been revealed.
I've said
yet.
worse.
Alright. You know, is Salvo up for review?
Let me see where it is. It could be, but let me check.
I would be happy to take that claim.
You really want to take the claim of the biggest dungeon?
Yeah, what? Is it the biggest? I said it's the biggest, is it?
I don't know.
It's up there, but I don't think it's the biggest. Anyway, it is
He's
sitting
dying.
and awaiting LD review.
I'm claiming it right now.
All right, that's your prerogative.
Indeed.
Something is going on with that torch. Anyway,
You
the
know,
Winged
it is a-
Twilight.
Yeah, Wing Twilight.
It needs some
where can we
ragdoll, but anyway, show me some Daedroth. Give me some Daedroth.
Yeah, let's see some
I think
Daedroth.
to Arion Ancestral
Oh, the
Tomb.
Daedroth
They
looks
are
so good.
win.
Oh, I'm excited.
Looks so good.
Genuinely, this
If
is
there
one of
was
my
ever-
favorite things we've made. Creature
I love
design-wise.
Killer Croc. I love Killer Croc.
Oh my God! You should have warned me.
What? I'm watching the stream. I'm a few seconds
Oh.
behind.
You're gonna blow up.
That's.
Oh shit! I'm sharing
should
my
probably
screen.
turn on-
So
you should probably
if
turn on
you were to do
invincibility.
that-
I was gonna say you're in one of my dungeons. It's gonna.
I mean, it's working as intended.
Zix, have you not learned? And go down. So
No.
go down those stairs you were just at.
It's 18. You can clearly tell
Oh.
which the level design style of people. Some people like to do the artsy stuff. UCM likes to do something.
No,
That's
not-
another thing I mentioned earlier that because of the new assets, I can look at a dungeon and say when it was made. I think the same is true
Not
for
those
who made it.
stairs.
I
I
don't know.
go
If,
back.
Yeah.
it is kind of interesting. I feel like I could look at a dungeon that we've made and go, oh, this is clearly UCM's work, or this is clearly Oysteri's work, because I feel like we all have such unique styles.
What the hell is this?
What the hell? What?
Bone Walker.
Yeah.
That's me. That's literally me.
You're a Bone Walker?
Yeah. I look just like that every time I wake up at 8 in the
What
morning.
a skinwalker.
Oh, God.
Or a skinwalker.
So to your left there's some stairs down. Yeah.
If you guys want, I am sharing my screen for those of you who are speaking along with me.
Are you?
It would be easier for you to.
You are not.
You're not.
Oh, I was.
not.
Hold on.
Yeah, we just thought.
Yeah.
I just thought you were sharing only on Twitch so that
Let me do
it would be
it.
smoother.
That
Zix
would be-
lied to us? What? Zix lied?
This
I did
helps.
not. I did, but I didn't.
You've rectified your mistake. You're atoning
Okay.
for your sins. I'm proud of you, Zix. This is character development. This is growth.
Thank you.
Okay, so if you kill these guys and
This
then
door, yeah.
open the door with the blood on it.
You guys ready to see the Daedroth? It looks cool.
Yes. I want to see Killer Croc. Look at him!
Whoa!
Look at him!
Killer
He's
Croc.
He's kind of
Look
hard to
at
see
him,
in the
Wacko.
lighting, but you can see
My
him.
God.
It's a little walk.
I am so happy
He's
with
a
this
good
design. It looks
boy.
look at the way wow, it looks great.
Look at him!
Genuinely,
I
our
just
anime
wanna put
team
your-
outdid themselves. I remember
They did.
for a while I would like every week I'd get an update that's like, guys, I made its arm move. Isn't that cool? And everyone got so excited.
Don't you just want to put your hand in its mouth and let it
I
just,
actually
like,
don't want to
eat
do
them
that.
all
That
you
sounds
want?
dangerous.
So right now, I don't believe he casts spells, and that's just because he doesn't have any spells given to him. But he will be able to cast spells.
I also
Like
just
the,
really...
you know, Daedroth and Morrowind.
I just love this stupid loincloth. It's so good.
Oh, it's great.
Yeah.
Love it. It's so... Medi went crazy on this dude.
Does he have the poison spell? So we don't have their magic design yet. His run is so silly right now. Because his
What's up,
speed
buddy?
does not match up with his run. His animation is the problem, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, they do
Also,
not
you
have
guys
their
can hear the
magic
SFX for
level.
that guy? He has baby crocodile voices.
Yeah, they
That's
do not have
because I
their
think it's
magic
just the
loadout
werewolf.
yet.
Look at him running.
Look at him.
He's
So,
getting out of here.
You know when you're having a nightmare and you're running from a monster, but you never can run fast enough to get away from it? I feel like
Yeah.
that's this, but in reverse.
Oh.
In general,
I was gonna say-
balancing and monster stats is like something that is kind of not like it will obviously be done at some point, but
Okay.
it is a low priority because it's very hard to just like decide how to balance a monster when you don't know what the rest of the game is yet. I believe it's our plan to do like a full balance pass after most of the game is already complete.
So did we answer Cammy's question?
You guys play
poison?
I had said it once, but I don't know if Cammy heard it. That Daedroth didn't have any spells like assigned to it, so it was
Yeah.
not casting spells.
Yeah, I was saying we don't have a spell loadout for them yet.
Yeah.
I also just want to point out the way that guy was running, I thought he had a serious case of IBS, just the way he was waddling.
He does waddle a lot.
Yeah. That's a man who's got to get to the restroom stat, just the way he was rocking. He was like...
This tomb is so
That's nice.
early.
Are we looking for a Bone Lord now? Where's the Bone
Is
Lord?
there a Bone Lord in Salvo?
No, there's not. It would be good to add. I would like to. That's the other thing is some of our enemies, like tombs, predate enemies. But I've got one if you feel all right with this oystery Relith ancestral tomb.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I was thinking like
Relith?
Mm-hmm.
I was thinking for a second, do I have anything that would have it? And then I realized I don't think I did any tombs recent enough to have any of them like newer enemies. Everything I did was pre-Bone Lord and like pre-new Daedric monster. Like I think I did 2 tombs infested by Daedric monsters, and both of them were pre any of the Daedric monsters.
Yeah, that's
Mr.
never-
Romanoski is asking if
Romanoski.
leveling works similar to OG Morrowind or the newer games. Well, here's our level menu. And you can kind of tell that it works similar to Morrowind.
it's definitely
More so than anything else.
Yeah, it's definitely more
So-
advanced than Skyrim, but it's honestly our former the coding lead who worked on it tried to take a little bit of from both, like tried to find its the good qualities in Morrowind and Oblivion even and Skyrim.
If my memory serves me correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, we are going to use Morrowind system where you have your core fundamental, D&D stats. Then you have your skills, which go from 0 to 100, and you level them up. But also, we are adding perks that you, I
Yes.
think, get at milestones, right? It's like at 25, 50, 75, you get a perk. Is that right?
Whoa.
Thing. Also, real
Oh,
quick
sick.
to change the subject very briefly, this is a tomb that is an example of a host review tomb. So it adds, like different skeleton animations like you saw here, different traps and triggers and various, all sorts of features that the older tomb didn't have, like the one that we just were for the Daedroth. That is a review tomb. So this is a perfect example of the before and after that our reviews allow us to do.
And as a side note, I'm gonna start reviewing stuff too this year, so I get to touch some of these tombs, as I've actually never
Fantastic.
messed around
So-
with a tomb tile set
touch
before, so that'll be fun. Okay, you didn't have to go there, Zix.
Zix, take the potion on the ground and levitate up. Just to make
Oh.
Yeah, so I think it's meant to be on the statue, but that's actually something that needs to be fixed.
One of the having levitation as a gameplay mechanic is I really like it. I think when I first joined the team, I was worried it would make things too difficult to design. Maybe that's because I came from Dungeons and Dragons, where flying is really annoying to balance around. But I've loved having it. It really allows for so many fun possibilities. I will say one thing I personally have made an effort to do. When I played Morrowind as a kid, I really liked the jump
fair.
spell, and I would constantly. I've put a lot of time into trying to make areas that are more designed around jump than levitation in some way. Which is like a weird balance to try and achieve, but I think it leads to very cool results. I remember I showed that off last stream, an area like that.
That guy's spooky. Is Gans still in here? What spells have some sound effects? We could show off. Burden probably won't do much against the skilly guy, but he's got a bow. That's not good.
All right,
I don't want.
I have finally made progress on my Holamayan sketch on this paper.
Nice.
Proud of you.
I drew a rectangle and I wrote Ash Pit Room on it. I think that's very detailed notes.
Yeah,
That's good. It's enough, really.
I used to draw those out, but then I just realized I was drawing boxes.
Everything ends up being boxes.
Alteration spell.
Yeah.
Everything's pre-boxes, pre-boxy.
I love the distinction between mage bonewalkers and having a type of spellcasting bonewalker and a regular bonewalker. I don't think the spellcasting ones can cast spells yet, right?
They can.
They can?
They can.
I've definitely
they can,
had
but-
them kill me.
But if you're looking at Zig's stream, they currently are not. There's some bug that is. Yeah, there's a bug,
Absorb
unfortunately.
health.
So I think we're gonna be a bit low on spells on the stream. From
Gotcha. There's also like Ancestral Ghosts, which I love. I love the way Ancestral Ghosts look, but man, it is hard to work with them because they're. I think I've run into a million bugs over the years with their models.
It's just the price we paid.
It is, but
for
once they're in the game, it's gonna be awesome.
development. Yes.
Aha.
Let me ask, I think the tomb set is my
got a
favorite
knight.
set. By far, to work
It's
in.
everyone's. The tomb one?
It is.
Yeah.
It
It's
is.
a shame that I
Everyone
haven't.
says that.
I did it. It's everything. It was like my first many dungeons, and now I haven't touched it in years, other than reviews.
Same.
Ooh.
But yeah, I would have to say
Looks like we got-
Daedric.
Go
Yeah,
ahead.
go ahead. Yeah, I was just about to say, people usually say that that Tomb is their favorite set, but I would have to say
Oh,
Daedric
there he
is.
is, the boy.
Oh, that's nice.
Oyster, you did a really good job with that backlight on the
Oh, yeah, thanks.
Bone Lord.
I'm gonna have to
Is he
counter
gonna
you.
hit
Were
me?
you about to say that Daedric is your favorite set to work in?
It's almost. I think Tomb is my favorite, but I'd say Daedric is right up there.
I'm sorry, but
I
actually, you're
know-
incorrect. Your opinion is
I
wrong.
no. I know I'm in the minority, but I've been having a lot of fun with it
Oh.
recently, especially. It's
No, you're not in the minority. You know who is in the minority? Me, because I like doing caves.
What?
well, yeah. I'd have to say
Hey, don't
that's strange.
insult
That's
him.
too weird.
No, don't insult him. It's great that you enjoy caves, and I'm so happy you enjoy caves. Please do caves.
Yes. So for context,
okay.
to give the audience some context, it's nothing about how these sets look. They all look beautiful, and they make great dungeons. But some sets are more difficult to level design than others. Caves, for instance, are kind of notorious because if you think about it, when you're making a tomb, things kind of snap together like a Lego set. You put the corner piece, then the wall piece, then the door, everything just neatly snaps together. But when you're making a cave, I mean, we do have cave pieces that snap together, but if you only use that, they look terrible. So you have to kit bash and use all these random rocks and stitch them together. Essentially, it just means making a room in the tomb set might take an hour, while making a room in the cave set might take 5 hours. They're both going to look good, but it can be a bit tedious to work in.
Yeah. Also, Trey has just
Oh,
joined
is
us.
this a back way out?
Yeah, I think the Bone Walker, the Bone Priest, or the boss there. I think
So-
there's a bug there, so that's why it ran away.
Trey,
Yeah.
can you tell us a bit about the
Yeah.
lighting, my guy?
I'm gonna be honest. I just woke
Yeah.
up. So
Welcome.
Oh,
Well,
that's-
welcome to
yeah.
the stream.
yeah,
welcome.
We're on
I'm
Twitch
fighting like
right
this
now.
insane congestion and coughing cold. So I may have to mute myself if I get a coughing fit. But
Sounds like
yeah,
it's start
so-
of the year.
So you're saying you can still talk about things, right? Absolutely.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
100%.
some of the main stuff that I've done so far, I think I've been with the project about 6 months now. UCM and I reworked a lot of the ambient lighting and interiors. The main reason I joined was to try to rework some of the exterior weathers, but not a lot of that is happening. We've mostly focused on the interiors, and I think it was a good decision. There's an interior that we've been working on for an upcoming video that we're doing later in 25 that I'm really excited about, and it looks really great. So
Spoiler alert.
I mean,
Don't spoiler.
Guys, spoiler alert, Skywind's coming out. I know.
yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Liar.
Hey. Spoiler alert, Trey is doing some crazy shit with watering. Again, like,
Oh,
get
yes.
excited, because my god. Can you please talk about the water?
Unfortunately-
You're more experienced with me. Please talk about it.
Yes. So
We unfortunately can't show it, of course, but you can hear about it.
the day before yesterday, I spent, I don't know the exact time, but I know it was at least 12 plus hours
It
trying
was,
to
I
figure
counted.
out
I was there for most of it.
exactly how Bethesda has their water system set up in this engine. It's incredibly unintuitive and weird, but I think we've cracked the code. I was able to inject, and as far as the engine will allow, because this is not some modern engine. You're not going to get like photorealistic graphics out of it. But as far as the engine will allow, I was able to inject some physically correct values into the water, and the result looked fantastic. Given that there was no ENB running, no community shaders running, just the raw game itself, the water looked better than I've ever seen it without any of those tools. So I feel like we're breaking new ground there, and the fruits of those labors should be visible shortly. Probably not today, of course, but shortly we'll be able to show something like that off.
Didn't you also make it so you could change the lighting template while the game was open?
That's not my mod. We're using a mod by a friend of mine named Kitsune called Create. And it allows us to adjust stuff like that in real time in the game. We still have to take those values and like port them over to Creation Kit, but that tool allows us to like kind of run around and adjust
Compliments
in
to
real time.
Kitsune, because it's so useful.
I remember
he's a great guy.
Nick
There's
messaged
another
me because
tool.
he'd been-
There's another tool. I forget what it's called. I think it's by the Beyond Skyrim team, and it does something like very similar. But I think it has some issues, or at least the version I tried had issues with the anniversary edition of Skyrim that we were on. So that's why I've been using Create. But the other tool by the Beyond Skyrim team is also really awesome too.
I just remember when you showed us Create, Nick messaged me basically because he'd been touching some of the lighting templates before you joined and put it on the back burner because of how frustrating it was to modify them, go into the... Yeah, there's an invisible wall there for some reason, Zix. I put in it's in the mesh. I put in a
that's interesting.
bug ticket on that one. But
oh, okay.
But yeah, he put them on the back burner because of how frustrating it was to make a change, then have to load up the game, make a change again. And he messaged me though and said like he almost wanted to cry because of how much time he wasted.
That reminds me. In the early years of file cutting, we for those who don't know, file cutting is basically audio QA for voice acting. We had to just manually do the entire task, which would take like, I don't know, for an hour of voice acting, it would take like 4 hours, 5 hours. And then after years of doing that, someone made a tool that probably didn't even take that long to make, that automated part of it, and it like multiplied our speed by 10.
Also, you can go into some
Who's
of
got
you can go into some of those
who's got
chats
something else?
right there if you want to see some post-review poverty.
Oh boy!
Yeah, I also
Post-review
did
poverty.
I also did the interior of that ship right there.
Nice.
Ooh, we can go and visit Herg.
I guess
Yeah,
We love Herg,
What's
alright?
up,
Don't.
We love her.
I don't think Herg likes us.
Oh, he's got a voice.
he does. I just love that face.
He doesn't want to look at you. You're actually not worth his time. That's why he doesn't want to see you. He doesn't want to
Get out of here before you get hurt.
Fucking bah.
Get hurt. Get hurt by the
Oh, he's telling me to leave. All right, hold on.
Oh no!
Oh,
Again.
What? I didn't do anything.
I think you're trespassing.
You walked in there and started throwing his stuff around. I'd absolutely call
I
the
think-
cops on you.
Yeah.
What are you
It
talking
makes
about?
sense.
I didn't do a damn thing.
Yeah, you did.
I mean,
that guy.
you invaded their home. They were having a fun time.
Yeah, give me some suggestions for voice acting. Also,
Ooh,
I'm gonna have to do.
Big Melendez bar in Sodrith Mora.
I'm gonna have to do a really funny trick because for some reason the audio is fucked on my like on the playback end. I have to go up to an NPC and then turn to the right in order for you to be able to actually hear them.
That's so weird.
Close to the fire, don't you?
Oh, that's
Hergy.
Are you here to challenge me?
These
since
people. Does he have
just got
pupils?
here,
Yes, he does.
have we been in any interiors that show off the work that you and I have done, UCM?
Yeah, we went to an ancestral tomb that Oystery worked on that used the new templates. Let's see. I'm trying to think of where else we could go.
There is a couple of Daedric ruins that I've finished and I've applied the templates to. But
Ooh, okay.
other than that, I'm not sure what else.
I'm actually
why
curious
don't we
what
try
the
one of
public
those?
thinks about some of those because they're dark, but hopefully they're not too dark. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, give me a name.
considering
Give me a
lifting
name.
the brightness of them a bit.
yeah.
Oystery. Because the names are complicated and long and hard to spell, I'll just DM to you 6. Two of them, and if that works.
Okay.
The first one is the better choice. I'd say.
And
I'm not-
Oh my god.
I can't.
Yes, you
Isn't
can.
there a dungeon called Milk?
I can
There's a lot of-
try. I can try. It's Almer Balarami. That's maybe.
You did
Listen.
good. You did good.
Okay,
I
I got
can-
it. I got it. I
Also
got it. I
Newton.
got it.
Newton, there is a cave just called Milk. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I was referring to.
Yeah.
The
So
Mad
this is
Lord of
a-
Milk.
And this is a Daedric ruin where some Sheogura cultists currently hang out.
Currently all
I'm
tabby.
pretty sure the Sheogorath ruins got claimed within like the first week, like all of them, because everyone wanted to do them.
I think we had to put in a rule that said you only get one Sheogorath ruin at a time.
Yeah. I remember when we first started Daedric Ruins, I think the rule was just one Daedric Ruin per person for a while, because, didn't want everyone to get to try one. And then I think a lot of people didn't like the Daedric set, so I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll just do another because they're available. And then I went, okay, I guess I'll do another because they're available. And that kept going, and now I've done 6.
But yeah, folks, let us know what you think of like the lighting, the general appearance of this dungeon, because we want to make a game that you enjoy.
I
And
sure
yes,
have
we
fun.
do have a giant statue of Shu and Sheo.
I'm gonna be really excited when we get our actual scamp put in. We have like a scamp model that's just been sitting. We need to reskin it to. I think it's going to use the Hag Raven skeleton. There's Sheo, I think. Oh no, that's a mushroom.
Yeah, you'd have to go a bit deeper to find the statue itself.
But yeah, the scamps that you're seeing right now, in case you aren't already aware, are definitely not going to be staying as scamps because they don't look like scamps at all.
I believe we have our finalized version of the scamp is like public. We've shown it off, right?
Yes, we have.
I believe so, yeah.
It's just not in the game.
It is not in the game though because it takes a significant amount of work to put it in the game.
Hey Zix, when you get a moment,
Is there?
can you run around with no torch? Because I'm seeing on Twitch. It's
Oh!
very dark.
Check this guy out. He's new.
Oh, also, yeah, the new Storm Atronach. There we go.
Oh,
Look at him,
I'm dying.
fellas.
Oh,
Nick.
that looks so good. I haven't seen it. This is my
mean-
first time.
That looks great.
I mean, it looks way better than Skyrim. I think.
Yeah.
So, remind me, are all of the Atronachs getting redone? I've forgotten, or is it...
Yes,
What's
sir.
Yes.
Fucking. Oh my god.
What's our fight? What are we doing with Flame Atronach? Are we keeping it the same, or are we doing the Morrowind one?
It's getting redone.
Good. I like the Morrowind one more.
This guy's just watching me murder his demon spawns.
Yeah, I think our cultist faction is a bit has the
Oh!
wrong settings. Oh no.
Okay, so
Oh
Cool.
my.
I guess he's not done yet. Okay, that's good to know.
It's the Terminator, guys.
Now-
he's mad.
Now he's mad.
Listen,
Didn't
that was
like
his.
it.
That was
And
that was his
friend.
favorite golem. That was his favorite golem.
Right, how does this room look without the torch?
Sit down.
Yeah, how's everyone look at the torch?
Mm.
Put it down.
Sit down.
So through the Twitch stream that I'm watching now. Well, actually, now that you put the torch away, it actually seems reasonable again. You can see. I probably need to brighten them up just a little bit.
But yeah, this yeah. Hmm.
It's this odd balance because when you're doing lighting, you want to make like darkness looks really nice sometimes, and I often want to create areas that where a torch would be genuinely helpful. But you also don't want to just do pitch black because that's
No.
really annoying.
You
Yeah.
have to walk this line between. You need to make torches actually useful, but you need to make it to where it's not impossible to play if there's no torch available.
I will admit, personally, I like playing in mods that just disable 100% of ambient lighting. But I'm not. Skywind is not made for Newton. Skywind is made for other people, so I don't do that in my dungeons.
We also
Well,
have
you
to
could
factor in people
when
who
it
would want to make
when-
videos or stream.
That is well, yeah.
But also, like, once the game comes out, you can make it a Skywind.
I can make a mod for
Sky.
Skywind that just removes all ambient light.
Yeah.
It's a free country.
Also,
I won't
remember,
stop.
also, just to point this out, because maybe some people are curious on that. When Skywind does come out, I believe, Trey, you are making it so that E and B will be easy to create for this, correct?
Yeah, I intend to make an unofficial ENB for it after launch.
So don't worry, light people. He's got you covered.
Yeah, I have extensive experience in the ENB community. I've made quite a few presets and custom shaders and stuff. So everything that I do is not made for ENB, but it's made with ENB in mind, so that, and this should also theoretically apply to people that want to use community shaders, but I'm trying to build things in a way that it'll make it easy to augment with those tools. We don't require them. You don't need them. The game looks great without them. But I am trying to make things so that it's easier for preset authors to kind of bolt ENB onto this.
In general, Skywind is expected to be very moddable. It's a Bethesda game like any other. We're pretty excited to see what some people do with it. There's a lot of things that I don't think most mods will work at all. I think basically everything is going to be broken.
We're getting a little notification from Gans that Fighters Guild has a lot of voice actors.
I do see that.
Stuff.
Also, this tower shield looks so good. Oh my god, I love the
I'm
tower
currently
shield.
trying not to die, even though I have God mode turned on.
Golden Saints are tough. I respect that you're standing strong against one.
So we've got like 145 people watching on Twitch.
Mm-hmm.
You do.
But so far, I've not seen any complaints for the darkness level, so maybe if we lift it up just a touch, it should be perfect.
Sounds good.
I like it as this dark, but I'm biased, so don't trust
the thing
me.
is, like, my preference for it being this dark is definitely there, because, you know, I had my hands on this lighting template, but the way it looks on your screen and the way it looks once it gets compressed on a stream,
Good point.
that's what I'm worried about. So
I would have to test it in game too.
I'm looking on Twitch. I can tell it's a little more crushed than it looks in game, but it's still visible. But I think if somebody was watching in a bright room, they might struggle to see what was going on.
Why am I getting blasted by spells? Stop it.
You're getting hurt.
Because you're a popular guy, Zip.
Yeah.
I guess.
154 people came just
Have
for
you considered drawing a ranged
Yeah.
weapon to just shoot the thing?
That Soljin shooting out like a blizzard spell is cruel, Oyster.
Yeah.
I know, but that was on purpose. Like, I mean,
I remember.
it's a high level dungeon. It's a high level dungeon, so
Yeah.
Also part of quest, right?
no, this one does not have a quest.
Ah.
This it's pretty small. There's a unique little puzzle here.
This looks
And,
dangerous.
Can we try to solve the
No, I think
puzzle?
it's fine.
So, let's just analyze the situation. It's a key under a giant spotlight.
Oh
with a bunch of-
no!
Oh
Why?
my god. What the hell?
No.
Oyster, no, dude.
Did it summon a grab the wrong
No.
one?
No.
Oh, you'll see.
Why is okay, so why amidst the key
Why?
carnage is there a door?
Okay, I think I'm really sorry, but I think the script didn't get merged.
Oh damn.
I'm
Host is
quite sure. I did remember merging it. It worked a couple merges ago, but
What
yeah,
is
I need to
it, what is
check
it
out what
supposed to
happened.
summon?
Yeah, what's supposed to happen here?
You're supposed to get some scamps if you pick up. There's one correct key, and if you pick up the wrong key, there's supposed to be some magical effects here, and there's supposed to be scamps summoned if you pick the wrong one.
Did all
and
of the
some
gold pieces
surprises?
here as well?
Yeah,
Yes,
there's
it
supposed to be
did.
like magical effects, but I need to check out what's happened because that worked last merge, but not this.
Bro,
merge.
this is gonna be so cool too.
Oh, I remember asking Gamma to make that.
Make sure everyone watching you brainwash yourself so you forget the puzzle. So then once it does come,
That's
out,
something I think
it'll
about
be
a
fun.
lot is the fact that I want to play Skywind, and I wonder if I'm gonna be able to enjoy it the same way because I'm gonna know everything.
Although I did notice,
Yeah.
Zix, that in the Ancestral Tomb you were before, there was another script that didn't work on your end, which was, I thought it was a one-off, but
Oh.
we'll see. We'll see. If you play through this dungeon, we'll see if everything you have is broken, but... don't know
Everything
why.
I have.
Yeah.
Everything's
All
broken at the end of the
I
day.
need to look up the concept art we have for the other
Yeah.
Atronachs, 'cause I'm really curious.
He's robust. Oh my
Oh,
god.
it's a
Yeah, I don't
robust.
know.
Oh, he's a bigger.
You're
Bigger
fucked.
body.
Watch out, guys. Watch out, guys. He's busty.
Oh my god. Don't.
It looks like he's all busted now.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
just like that, folks. We're out. The stream's over. Goodbye.
Zix had to bust a move on that guy.
Yo.
I am neither gonna confirm or deny any of these accusations.
Okay, I just looked back through our 2D channel and saw the concept art for the other Atronachs. Oh my god, these look so good.
Newton, you gotta pay attention, my guy.
Oh, where's...
I forgot.
Speaking of bust, where's Busta? Yeah, that's a good point.
I was studying for midterms when that got made.
Oh darn.
Dude, did you see the art of the Frost Atronach there? Like, I'm in love with that one.
Love the offset timing of the bars going down.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep. If you go up, Zix, you can find a lever for the...
Man,
For
the guy
this
who
one.
made this dungeon must be a
If I go
genius.
up.
Oh, yeah, there's another level over there. If you can... You might be able to jump, if you put jump spell on. Or...
Can I jump 100? Do I have a jump spell?
Man, the guy...
Yeah, you
The guy
do.
who made
Yeah.
this,
Right there.
the guy who made this dungeon should deserve a special title, is all I'm saying.
Ah!
Am I right, Oyster?
Okay.
Or am I right?
Not necessarily. I might not.
So close.
So
Well, there's a root over there. Maybe if you jump on that. And
Yeah,
then
I was gonna say. Almost like Oyster designed this on purpose.
Yeah.
Well, there's a staircase that leads. But yeah, you can find the lever behind you if you wanna.
Wait, there's a staircase?
Clearly, no.
No!
Clearly, Zix hasn't played
Oh.
enough Dying Light, obviously.
This is why we need a brighter light.
I don't play any video games.
I do not want Skywind to be like Dying Light.
I don't think. Wait, Zix, you haven't played a video game?
Not
What are video
recently,
games?
no. I'll be honest with you.
Man,
Do I have a
imagine,
light
being able to
spell?
play a
I don't
game.
think I have a light spell, do I?
imagine being able to play a game on a computer.
Newton, you don't want to play Skying Light?
Oh my
You know,
god.
play Skying Light.
I will not
Dying
give my
Wind.
10-hour Dying Light rant while on stream.
Yeah,
Can you
you
please?
can find
Why
the
not?
lever
I'll
on the other
bot.
side if you wanna.
What did those plates do to deserve such a fate?
He imprisoned all of his
Um,
plates.
Yeah.
Well,
Ah,
I mean, it might be explained in the note.
what a
or
mad
not.
genius.
Or not?
There's a lever somewhere.
Go behind you.
I
I can-
see
I can
Dal
guide
is
you. I can
accusing
guide
you
you.
of playing
Go
RuneScape.
there,
Dal's
and
accusing you of
then-
playing RuneScape right now.
Or she's screaming inside right now.
Maybe this is a good learning lesson.
For me.
For me.
Oh, I'm
It's
I'm just chilling. I don't really know what I'm doing right now. Where's the goddamn lever?
go back in the hallway, and go left. And at the edge of this, there's some green candles there, and you can see the lever over there.
Oh,
Right?
yeah. It's just
Mm.
the same texture as the tile set, I think, is what was confusing me.
Maybe that needs to be a bit more obvious.
I just wasn't paying any
focus.
attention, evidently. There's a gap.
You know, one of the funny things about, showing off our work, and I feel like I notice this every time I, oh. Sorry, I saw a seam. Every time I show anyone anything, I'm like, hey, friend, do you want to see this dungeon I just did? I notice
Hey.
500 bugs. Every time I show anything off.
Oh,
I never
yeah.
notice them when I'm doing the work by myself. When I'm just peacefully making a dungeon, everything works fine. The moment I try and show one of my friends something, everything's broken.
Yeah, that's the cycle, isn't it? It's a cycle.
What is happening?
that's Vicious.
I think you're
What?
being attacked by an invisible hunger.
Oh, that's a hunger.
Invisible hunger?
Oh yeah, I think
This
they're
is what-
missing their now.
Oh, they're not in
Voracious
yet.
hunger.
Oh, okay.
You see, Zix, this is actually you battling against your inner demons now. They're being manifest outside
Maybe
of
it's a
your
good
soul.
thing that the hunger's not rendering right now, because it looks terrifying.
I'm just not that hungry.
You're just not that hungry.
Genuinely though,
Stop.
it looks so good. I'm so happy with the design.
I'm also not hungry. I had a enchilada about 2 hours ago. It was pretty
Oh.
good.
Alright.
Here's a fun question for everybody. What did you eat for New Year's?
Oh my
I
God.
didn't. I'm sick.
The
That's
other
fair.
Too much is the
half
answer.
of, the other half of the enchilada that I finished off today.
Oh! That wasn't cool.
I- I had a
Sweet
pizza.
roll and
Ah!
sweet roll. What other Morrowind foods exist? A Quama egg.
You're a Kwama egg.
How dare you?
Whoa.
It was easy.
This man is a living, breathing guar. How dare you assume he's a Kwama?
This is a really nice dungeon, Oyster.
It really is.
You're right about
There
this.
he
Yeah.
is.
There
He's
he
the
is.
boy.
It's such
boy.
a
And he
good
gets
song. It's
some.
such-
Oh!
I love the portal.
But
Oh,
it
God.
is a bit VIP, but it's almost there.
Oh my god. One of these things.
Oh my god. It's your favorite.
She's taking
Six.
too long to
your favorite,
fight.
Your favorite punching bag.
Can you look at the statue real quick? When you get a second. So
You
a
just
bit of
killed. You
detail
just
that I
killed Joy.
love- A bit of detail that I love is just the way the vines wrap around it. Like that was.
Oh, I
so
remember
cool.
when you guys were working on this.
Yeah, that was Blue Gradient actually. I think who came up with the
Yeah.
vines. And that was
Like I think he did like this room and then handed it off to you. I think.
That's cool.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did the statue and like the mushrooms around it. It's, really nice.
Also, one
Cool.
person earlier asked like what iteration of Sheogorath this is, and I guess he kind of looks like the Daggerfall representation to me. What do you guys think?
I'm just gonna say that I agree with you because I love Daggerfall, and that's my new headcanon. So
I mean,
that's why
I
think
think he's got the similar sort of hair, facial hair, and his outfit compared to the very distinctive one they
Oh.
went with in Oblivion and Skyrim.
When are we making all of Daggerfall? Skygerfall when? Actually,
Yeah, good
Skygerfall
question.
kind of exists.
Yeah.
A little bit. It's like just the main quest, right?
I will say though, actually, I think
That is
when
off
it comes to
topic, sir.
Sheogorath designs, I love the Oblivion one, but I actually am kind of a fan of the Daggerfall look for Sheogorath. Something I kind of dig it.
Oh, same.
You think it's just that they have different designs, or you think in universe they're changing design? Sheogorath's like, I gotta
Probably
shave, and then gives himself a new beard.
Yeah, well, I mean, in Daggerfall, he was like a redhead, and in Oblivion, he's like got all gray hair. So he's just doing character creation each time
He got
issue
older.
comes out. Yeah.
I need to get
hair
out
gray
of
now.
here. Ah.
Like in Daggerfall, he looks like the guy from the animated Disney Atlantis film.
The guy from the Disney Atlantis film.
That is very
Yeah,
specific.
you know the one.
That is very specific.
very
Now I
specific.
have to Google it.
I think it would be really
It's
cool if
Milo Thatcher.
uh,
Milo Thatcher.
we talked about more things we did in 2024.
Let's see.
Oh,
what else I've done.
I started work on Arcing Fan. I'm probably gonna show you guys chat eventually, and when a stream I do on Arcing Fan, so you can get excited.
Oh,
for that.
Zix.
Yeah.
Oh,
Touched up.
okay. You see the green light in the room? That's something. It has a sound effect attached that SFX did this year. I think
Oh
that
yeah.
sounds pretty creepy, and it's specific to Daedric ruins.
I can hear it.
Cool.
Think.
Like it. I like
Yeah, it's a bit. It's a bit tuned up, but it's otherwise finished.
it.
That's exciting.
I've also started work on a Daedric ruin of my own for the first time, so that will be also worked on this year, probably.
Oh, the
Unless
door
writer
has
in
sound
Taft
effects
and-
now, or
and
are
the
they still working on
Strongholds
it?
Takes my
Yeah.
takes my focus.
I think they're still working on it, actually. I'm not always lost. Down.
It's okay, Zix. We get it. Gaming's hard.
Where are we? Where is this shrine?
It's on Azura's coast,
Ah.
pretty close to Ascadian Isles, I think. Somewhere.
Gamma asks if we can show off the Moss LOD.
Moss LED?
In Bitter Coast.
Okay. Yeah. Also, Gamma did a lot of work on the Bitter Coast trees to make them.
Oh man, yeah.
It's a very subtle thing, or it might be a very subtle thing that, without having looked at it a lot prior, the importance of it may not get across. But it's a massive improvement, and I'm so glad he figured out how to do that.
You guys like Og? Because there's plenty of
Yes.
them.
Oh,
Decent
yeah.
fog.
I mean,
Yeah,
we have
Trey,
plans for
Fog.
weather and fog in the future. I know.
There are lots of plans for that. We want to have a good variety of weathers that evoke the original feeling of Morrowind. And what Morrowind originally was set up to do, they had to pull that fog draw distance really close for performance reasons at the time. But what that did as a side effect is like that was the vibe of Morrowind. It was like it was very foggy. So we're gonna have like quite a we're gonna have like a lot of weathers that also give that feeling, but like for some variety, there will be stuff that you have a bit more view distance just depending on where you are. Pretty much everything that you're looking at now in the exterior weather, it's not something that I've touched yet. But I would assume that by the time that we do like a big video at some point in 25, you'll see some of the fruits of our labor there.
Again, get excited for that video in 2025 when it comes out.
I'm excited. You know, it's 2025 right now, actually.
See,
Yeah.
I'm looking.
No
I'm
date
looking back.
specified yet, but you're gonna have to wait.
I'm looking through some of the stuff we've done in 2024, and unfortunately, a lot of it is secret stuff, main quest related, which is exciting for us. But let's see, you could show off the dragon statue in Ebonheart.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We should
that'd
check
be
out
cool.
Ebonheart in general.
Yeah.
I worked so
Ebonheart's great.
fucking
Check it
long
out.
on that.
Yeah, there's a few cells, interior cells also there that are that have been done this year, I think.
Has the Bitter Coast been shown off before on stream?
Yeah.
Quite often, I
It
think.
always
Yeah.
looks awesome.
Quite
Yeah,
often.
but definitely, usually in sunnier conditions. So this is definitely the spookiest it's been.
Yeah.
It's definitely my favorite region in the entire game. I love how it turned out.
Yeah, it's so good.
I think it's my favorite region in the game, but it's also my favorite region to do level design in.
Yeah.
You guys might have noticed a lot of our dungeons have like vines and other miscellaneous stuff like sticking out of walls and stuff, and getting to do that is a lot of fun. You get to be super creative.
Meanwhile, you have to do level design in like Ashlands, and it's like, what do I put in here besides
Yeah, lava. You get to do lava. That's also fun.
That's also fun, but like rocks too, man. Rocks.
I like rocks. I'm a rock fan.
Zix,
Just
I'm gonna send you a DM
Okay.
with a link to a video clip. I don't know if you'll be able to stream the video clip, but we can kind of show off some of the weather work that we did that's not in the build yet. Let me send that to you.
also just to sort of poke again. I know not
if
to
you want to
distract
just put
you
it
too
in
much,
chat, maybe that might be easier.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
Just because alt tabbing takes
not
like
to-
a minute
Yeah,
each time.
sure.
Yeah, Bethesda
not to
game is
distract,
gonna
but
work.
also Vivek Fighters Guild to show some of the voice actor work.
Yes. There's some of the LOD.
There you go. Look at that.
Subtle
there's a
effect,
Dwemer really
but
here in the
pretty
Biscuit-
good.
In the
Don't pay
in the Bitter
attention to that.
Coast? I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's very nice to be able to have like moss or ash added to these LOD models, or just generally the models themselves, to like really actually make them feel like they're part of the environment, not just sprouted up out of the ground.
I think I fixed
Yeah.
it for you, Trey.
This content is no longer available.
Yikes.
It's not available anymore.
Anyway, where
It
are we
never
going?
happened.
Vivek Fighters Guild.
Vivek's Fighters Guild. We gotta check out some of the voice acting work there.
Enemies are nearby.
Hey,
I heckin' killed them.
Did you? Because it's saying otherwise. And who
Oh.
are you gonna trust more?
Gamma
Zix
has,
or the
correct-
engine?
Gamma has corrected us. Dwemer ones actually don't have the moss LODs yet. Those are the full models. But the rocks have them, which is also important. And Cammy, yes, we do actually have mainland like LOD out there. You obviously can't swim to it, but you can see it from a distance on if the day is nice. Like a lot of days will be too foggy or misty to be able to see it. But
What is happening right now?
that is a occlusion plane that is messed up somehow.
That's wonderful.
Hmm.
Oh boy.
Well, hopefully it gets
Oh.
fixed.
I'm gonna fix it right now.
Should I
And
post the
UCM
video
has
in
now
public
received
chat?
your task for the day.
You know, we show off Vivek City like every time we do any stream, but it looks great. It looks
Only
better
because it's
every
the
time I
best
look at it.
place in the whole game.
Yeah,
No
exactly.
bias.
It looks so good.
No bias.
Looks so good.
What do you ask, Trey?
Should I just post that video in public chat in the Discord server then, so people watching
Probably.
can look at it?
Yeah, I'd say why not.
Yeah, we're
Progress update.
aiming
Oh,
to.
yeah.
If it's not anything secret that you don't want to see in that video, otherwise I'd say yeah, go for it. Oh, actually, you know what? Better, yeah. Progress updates. That would be way better.
Okay, I'll put in progress updates.
Is this the Telvanni Canton?
This is foreign quarter.
Are you paying any
Foreign
attention?
quarter.
Look at the Skyrim
No.
symbols. See, that's the symbol for Skyrim on the wall. It's from the country of Skyrim. That's where the Imperials are from.
I think
I'm a
you
lore expert.
have
You're right.
that incorrect, Newton.
Almost
No,
correct.
no. This is the prequel to Skyrim, obviously. That's what we're making.
Oh, there's a fun question right there. If you could choose any province in Tamriel, which one would you want to be from?
Definitely not Vardenfell.
Nope.
Not
I
more
thought,
than
I thought you were
that.
gonna ask which one I want to game in, but
Ooh,
be
we're
from
lagging
none
here.
of them because I like plumbing.
Yeah.
It's fair.
Skyrim's terrible to
Honest-
live in because it's freezing cold all the time, and Morrowind's terrible to live in because, you know, it's not great. I feel like none of the
Well,
places
let's-
would be very good.
Well, let's say this. You are the race that lives in that province, wherever you're
province?
from, wherever your choice is. Yeah.
Take this, friend.
You're not just like a human dropped into the world.
I get
of
cold
Elder
resistance
Scrolls
is the
Content.
point. That's the important takeaway
Right.
here.
I don't
Yes.
think this guy's wearing
Honestly-
pants. What is this?
Honestly. Oh, annoying fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Greetings. Who've not given this character their filter faction yet.
Oh wait, this is the
I
wrong.
think
This
if
isn't
I
the
had to
Fighter's
choose,
Guild.
I'd actually like to be from Blackmarsh. It's a cool place.
I got a DM from one of my friends saying Valenwood, so that's their answer.
They
I'll go with that, why
Trey,
not?
Dragon God 004 says that looks amazing.
Okay, I'm gonna need
Yeah,
you
Trey,
guys all
good.
to be quiet
Shut
for a
up.
sec because we're gonna try to look at some voice acting. We're gonna try to listen for some voice acting.
Mm.
I'm sorry.
Or
you
shouldn't
probably
we
wanna
ask
speak with
Gans
someone
which
else.
voices in particular, any characters?
What do you
Gans
want?
doesn't do voice stuff. Well, he does mastering stuff actually.
I'll have to get Aedis
Have you heard?
right away.
7 victims? Here in Vivek? All with their throats slit? When it was just a few Outlanders killed, the Ordinators were making
Can
much
people actually
fuss.
hear that on stream?
But now that they've had
Yep.
2 of their own people with slit throats, they seem
Wait,
very concerned
I'm listening
with
on
all the
Discord. I don't know if
justice.
it's. Let me mute the stream here
I've
on
heard
Discord.
that the Office of the Watch is
check
quietly looking
Twitch.
around for some special help. Anything that can kill 2 Ordinators before they can draw their weapons sounds like it will
Yeah, it's coming
need
through on
special
Twitch as
help.
well.
Okay, good. That was a wood elf, I believe.
Yes.
This is a Nord.
Well, speak up, Outlander. What do you want?
He's walking away. Come back.
Are you here to join the Fighters Guild? You look like you can take care of yourself. Before I sign you up, you might want to look at the Fighters Guild charter. Are you ready to sign up now?
Sign me up, boss.
You are now a member of the Fighters Guild. Work hard, follow orders, and you will do just fine. Seek me out if you feel you are ready for advancement.
Like I said before, I'm really sorry. For some reason, it's my stream setup. I don't know why. When I look directly at an NPC, it's as if they're talking behind me. So I have to like turn to the right or the left. So it's a little quiet.
My associates are not going to be happy.
And that's my fault. I don't know how to fix that, but I've been really not thinking about it for the longest time. Here's an orc.
What do you want?
I've heard that Balan Andrano over in the Redoran section has had a real tough time lately. He's losing a lot of business. What now?
I might have surround sound on. Yeah, I have no idea what the issue is.
He's losing control around here. Ugh. What now? Nago Shagran said he'd deliver a ring to Rand's Enith.
but he has it delivered. Nar says he doesn't have the ring, but he's a liar. Find him in the Halalu Kantem Plaza and bring me that ring.
I just hate eye contact. No.
Zix is shy.
Halalu Kantem Plaza and give me the ring from Nargro Shagram.
Poor guy.
You know, it's kind of funny. This is a my computer issue, not the game. But for me, for some reason, my audio glitched out and the audio started playing in reverse for like a second.
That's awesome.
So I was like, "What's wrong with our voice acting? Why does it sound like that?" And then
Let's go do a quest real quick. Let's go finish this quest.
We gonna go get the ring?
Why is he shirtless? Who knows? Maybe he just doesn't like wearing shirts, which is a possibility
He's a
in
fighter.
Skywind because the armor system allows for it.
Did you see those
Have
guns?
you never
Would you hide? Wouldn't you keep those
Why would
out
you
there?
hide that? Yeah.
We've got really
Think about it.
broken occlusion boxes here, actually. Because I'm like, what is happening?
Oh lord, that is very weird. Yeah, I'm taking a look at that now.
My frames
It's
are
time
also
for
chunking.
another Levex City fix. Let's go.
My frames are chunking because the city's so dense, and because I'm streaming not once but twice.
Someone said the steps are steep. Well, yeah, this is where you train your acrobatics. You just jump off the canton over and over. That's what I did as a kid.
Where is Mr.
has
Grump
amazing
Go Dump or whatever the fuck his name is?
Also, how else are you gonna get good glutes and thighs in Morrowind besides
Without jumping off buildings over and over until your legs break?
Okay, where's this guy?
I mean, you could try walking up Red Mountain. I assure you, at a young level, you will only go up there once and never again come back down.
Are you Grump Go Dump?
What's your question?
What do you know about? Nope, you can't help me. Is it this guy? He sounds like Grump Dump. Yeah, this guy.
Why do you call him Grump Dump?
I'm gonna
That's impolite.
Yeah, it's impolite. That's not his name.
intimidate him.
What?
What? Six, how can you do this? Like,
I've
come
got
on,
the
man.
ring. Let's go back.
He liked
You don't
it,
have
so
to
he
be-
put a ring on it.
Good work.
I should have tested out the mark and recall. I don't know if those are merged yet, though. I don't think so.
I think they are.
I don't think
last
so.
time I checked.
They function, but I don't think the effects were merged yet.
Oh yeah.
Mark and Recall is so fun. I really, it's one of the things in Morrowind that, I don't know, makes the game feel a lot more like a sandbox than some of the later Elder Scrolls games, in my opinion. In the same way, spellcrafting helps it feel like that. Although, while it doesn't work this way, I remember as a kid when I first played Morrowind, I spent like 10 minutes trying to put trying to put recall on a on-strike sword with the thought that I would hit people and they would just teleport somewhere. Sadly, that did not work.
A thought has occurred to me. What's the update with the nav mesh? How's that going? I know we talked about exteriors briefly, but what about nav mesh?
Merged in a few days. Hell yeah.
No one in the call right now is on the nav meshing.
Where's Grumpy Dumpy? Is this you?
I sent you to get the juiced off feather ring.
But from what I last saw, they are pretty far ahead, aren't they? The nav mesh team.
They are doing
They're getting stuff done.
Exterior is coming along great. How is interior nav mesh?
I don't know. That's a good question.
I'm ready for advancement.
The Fighters Guild recognizes you out.
Congratulations on your advancement.
You finished a quest. Good job.
Congratulations,
Yay.
you climb up the rank because you bullied someone.
Keep his mouth shut. Go shut tongue.
Good work on your bullying. As in, that's not ironic. Good job. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, good job.
Silence him.
The only time we will ever congratulate
Who decided to
toxicity.
name their tavern the Rat in the Pot? That is a bad name.
I'd
It's a
eat
great
there.
name. What are you talking about? I'd eat there.
Also, to answer your question about the nav mesh that's interior nav mesh, excuse me, about 5% of the total tickets are
Gotcha.
sitting in that mesh.
What do we do now? I think realistically I might only have like 10 to 20 minutes left. If you guys can think of anything else we can show. Oh, that's right, Ebonheart.
Ebonheart. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Ebonheart. Yeah.
Thank you, Gamma.
It's only the thing I've
And then let's
spent
show
like
us something of Newton's.
way too
Let's show
many
us Newton's
months
stuff.
on. Oh my god.
No, I have a couple of things, but I'm more excited. I showed basically most of the stuff I did this year. I've already shown off on stream.
So
We
this
also
is the
already kind of-
chapel.
We kind of stealth showed off Gamma's work on the trees. And the
We
big
did,
ones,
actually.
That's hard to spot.
Yeah.
This is the chapel.
Without
I finished
format.
this recently. It looks
Oh, you
pretty
did?
damn good, I think.
It
That looks
does.
Really good.
Yeah.
I remember you posting about this.
Also, Trey, I realized that a lot of the people watching would not have the before
And the rest of
really
the
compared
castle.
to
Yeah,
that
it's
much.
hard to spot the difference. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
I remember Ebonheart. I would occasionally like accidentally teleport here, and before it was finished, and I kept wondering like, I don't know. I was very excited to see the final version. It's like I looked at it, I was like, this has so much potential.
Oh, Cammy's asking if we go see the docks real quick in Ebonheart.
Yeah, we're gonna go check out the dragon. The dragon's done.
One of
I'm
my
so excited
favorite
the dragon's done.
One of my favorite
Yeah.
parts of Morrowind is how unique the areas feel. Like you have this obviously imperial architecture, and then you've got all the shanty towns of St. Anine and things like that, and then you have more imperial designs in Caldera. It's just all of these different things all over the place. Aldrune in particular, I've always thought is so unique. I love it.
Man, look at that armor set. I love that armor set. Actually, you just saw. I would also.
It is now our armor set. Ah.
But it,
Like
blending
Hitman,
in
you
now.
know? Yeah.
Oyster, you did the 7 fishes, right? Is it like good to be
6.
looked at?
6 fishes. Actually.
Oh, 6.
Yeah.
My bad, my bad.
Yeah, your 6 fishes that you made are also there. If you
The
take a
6
look at those.
fishes. These guys are just staring at
6
the
fishes.
ground.
what kind of
fishes
fish
in-
do you think? What kind of fish do you think they chose for the 6 to serve?
The 6 fishes. There's
All
only
slaughter
6.
fish. They only
There's
once
no-
they run out of fish, they have to close the store down.
What?
Yeah.
They catch 6
What's up,
fish
buddy?
from the sea, serve them, and that's it.
I think you got it backwards, Gamma. Because of inflation, it's now 6. It was 7.
Yeah.
Mm.
It was 7.
There's 1,
Actually,
2,
the thing
3,
was,
4.
someone had a patent on 7 fishes, and they didn't want to get into the legal battle.
I can't see any of the fish because the cell is so dark.
I don't think I want you
I see that one.
Hell yeah.
There's
Oh!
one more in the upstairs.
I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Here, you can take the cup back.
How low do you have to
You
be to steal
dirty.
a cup?
Oh, stop it.
And now you left it on the
I
floor. It's
didn't
dirty.
steal
Are you
anything.
gonna wash
It's
this?
right
Are you
here.
gonna wash that cup?
Cornering you. He just
You've been
cornering you
cornered.
eating.
Yeah.
That's a power move. Just to like, someone just stole from you. You stand from them. You start eating bread. I'd be intimidated.
What's up, brother? That was a lady. I shouldn't
But
call her
also,
brother.
who in the right mind would want to have someone right up in their face, eating in their face? You know, like that's just kind of like rude.
Yeah, lighting in here is very dark.
Anyway, let's go check out the dragon at the docks. Oh, there it is.
Yeah. There it is.
Don't mind
This
this.
is still
The landscaping
work in
is-
progress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get out of my
Who's
way.
working on Ebonheart actually?
I think that might be Nick, but I'm actually not sure off the top of my
It's
head.
beautiful.
I'm pretty sure it is.
God.
So good.
Wow.
This is my first time seeing it. God,
Oh,
it's
really?
great. Yeah, I haven't seen it
God
before.
We did
damn.
not pay attention, Newton.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it
so
is the
good.
crystal there? Like, what is that crystal? Is that like a Tavani crystal, or is it just rock?
We have it made of ebony. In the original, it's just a hunk of marble.
That's a lot of ebony.
It is
That's
a
a lot of
crap
ebony.
load of ebony. Yeah.
That's where all the town's finance actually is, right there. That's the coffers.
Where is the statue from? Who knows? It's never
They
said.
built it.
They built it here.
It is from my mom's house, actually.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They live in Ebonheart.
Ooh.
A heart of ebony, if you will, a heart of dark.
Yeah,
That
it's really
family
cool.
is Ebonheart.
Yeah.
They own this town.
About. Okay,
That's
what
a
else?
good-ass-
Anything super fun
look
we
at
can
that
check
guy.
out? Oh, some of these interiors are good, right?
Yeah, some of them should be, but also docks. Now,
Docks, yeah.
the 3D is done for this area, but it has not been cluttered yet for the most part.
What's up,
So it is a little empty, but that's just because it's
Mr. Catman?
hasn't gotten the finishing touches.
Any
I really
voices?
don't have time for this, so make it quick.
That guy's got a voice. He sounds sad.
Some asshole here has a voice.
Stop it.
Everyone in Morrowind is impolite. I don't think there's a single nice person in the end. Like
He says,
everyone hates
"Stop
you.
it."
What kills me is they're like, I don't have time for this. We'll make it quick. It's like, I wasn't even talking to you. What are you talking about?
I'm just
Well, there
starting
is one
saying
actually.
that to people.
There is one nice.
Oh.
There is one nice person actually new in Morrowind, but I don't think he's nice for a good reason.
This book isn't merged
Crassus.
yet.
Uncle Crashius, yeah. Good old Uncle Crashius.
I know who did
Trey's
that art.
favorite character, actually, right? Trey,
Yeah.
your favorite character, Uncle Crashius.
Yeah, my favorite.
Ask your question.
That is a power move.
And I guess-
Holy.
Say your word.
Oh, okay. That's a power move right there too. Just stand up. Yeah.
Mhm.
This
He
guy's-
literally got up in his chair,
not using
climbed
his
up on it
ankles
just so he
correctly.
could lord above you.
Immersive, invisible.
Oh, dude.
Chin.
You got a question for me?
You got a question for me?
I sure don't.
I'm damn.
God, he's so jacked. What the hell? Why is everyone here so swole? My goodness.
Is there a trap
Somebody
at the top?
somebody said love the idle dialogue in Morrowind. I should add, we have added a lot of idle dialogue as well. There's like a lot of general chatter, especially in taverns and stuff. People will just start having conversations with each other in the background.
Oh my god, it's so foggy. Holy.
Yeah, look at that.
Good stuff. Evan Hart takes up so much space in this game. It's
It really
crazy.
does.
I love it so much. And not because I spent like 6 months working on it.
Yeah, that tracks.
Can the fog go
What
away?
else is there to show and talk about? UCM, you have any interiors you want to show off that you worked on? Anything at all?
Fortunately, most of my interiors are secret
Zix, if you pull
because
up
they're main
console
quest related.
and type RCC
yeah.
as in Richard Charlie, theoretically it should select a random mother.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Richard Charlie.
Yep.
Yeah, so Evan Hart, for those not aware, it's got like 3 sections to it. It's got the docks section, and then it's got, this is Fort Hawkmoth. It's technically a separate fort. And this is Evan Hart Castle. It's just a castle. It was a big ol', like, basically a small city. Very large.
Yeah. Cammy's asking if the disposition system is in it and if it's working.
Heck yeah. We'll argue with this guy. Oh, sorry, Ian. I am going to intimidate him. It goes down. I'm gonna bribe him. And it goes up. I'm gonna bribe him again. And it goes up. And I'm gonna taunt him. And it goes down. So, disposition is pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure that affects prices with like merchants and stuff like that. I'm not talking to a merchant right now.
Yeah. So I don't have anything else I can immediately think of. In that case, I'd just like to ask the chat: is there anything you guys would like to see, new or not?
I was gonna say the end of the game.
Yeah.
Take out
In the last 10 minutes here,
Let's choose a spot. It'll be the final thing we show this.
we'll
stream.
take suggestions.
From both Peep fans and also other members of the team.
No way.
Someone in chat said, "Why does everyone seem to hate you?" It's just Morrowind.
That is actually just Morrowind.
No one
just
likes you
hates
here. Everyone hates you.
You are an Outlander.
Yeah.
Balmora. I'm seeing Balmoras. I'm seeing some Balmoras here.
What's up,
and there.
brother?
Apparently, people want to see Balmora.
Why does everybody want to go see Balmora? Okay, that's cool. Do you want to walk there, or do you want to...
Do the walk, Zex. Show off the Bitter
Yeah,
Coast.
do the walk.
All right, let's walk.
Show off Bitter Coast.
Shall we?
Also, we did show Sadrith Mora off earlier, so we will be, the VOD of this will exist here, of course, and we're going to upload it to YouTube, so you can take a look then.
This one is very much
And-
lowbrow, even relative to last year's. But
Maybe we can also show off some of the exterior of the stronghold.
I
You
was
did
at
look at
an exterior
Stronghold
stronghold.
exterior.
If you guys saw the stronghold exterior, it has placeholder textures, so it's really not good looking right now. But I have a couple texture artists working on stuff for those, so hopefully that will end up being good looking soon enough. Where am I going? I'm not going towards
I don't
Balmora.
know. Where are you going? It's a nice river, though.
I do
True.
honestly find myself, like, when I go into test, occasionally I'll just leave wherever I'm testing and just wander for a while. It's really nice.
Yeah, never
You know
are
what?
in the chat. I agree. The Bitter Coast here
Oh, what's
is
up, buddy?
beyond the quality that I've seen even Bethesda doing anything they've ever made in terms of just the complexity and detail of the world here. It looks really nice.
Oh, we've got a
I'm
little
not a big fan of
scrib.
camp.
Oh
I'm not
man,
a big
look at him.
fan.
Great.
Whoa!
Grid.
Look at
Why
him.
is
Little
it-
guy.
He's happy that you talked about him. So he
He's
doesn't think-
jiggly.
I
He's
love.
cool.
You know, please just sort. Don't you dare harm this
Do it.
rib. No. No.
Kill it. Kill it. Let's see
He's
what its
so
insides
We're
look
little.
like.
He
I wanna
doesn't
see
want to
what's
fight.
inside.
He's just a little guy.
I don't think he has an attack animation yet, so he's not doing anything.
He would
Supposed to be
absolutely
paralyzed,
kill
I
you
think.
if he had the option.
Yeah, if he had paralyzed, you'd be
Kill
done
him.
for.
Oh,
Kill him.
I did.
Anyways, I was gonna say is like I'm not a big fan of camping mods from Skyrim, but I think the wilderness is so nice in Skywind. Like I genuinely want to see or have some camping mods I will put on here just so I can like camp out in like a nice area.
Oh. Don't call me a monster. I'm not a monster.
You just killed a script.
Don't listen to the haters, Zix. You did a good deed.
Okay.
Listen to the
Yeah,
haters.
it's a good thing.
Is that scrib walking animation, is that new? Because I don't recall seeing that.
I think it's new.
Because like
What's
the bouncy scale sections or whatever that was. looked great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do wonder what's up with the rotation though, like jokes aside, because I know I've seen a couple of other creatures do that, like rapid little spin.
Why is that
Right.
rat running away
I
from
think
me?
it's because they are missing their there's a separate animation for turning, so I think that's missing. That's why
okay.
it's doing a
Got it.
weird spin.
What is this
Got
rat
it.
doing?
Getting
He's
away
going
from
on
the
an
murder.
adventure.
Hey, buddy.
This
Hey,
guy
buddy.
kills scribs. Let me get out of here.
It's Remy from Ratatouille. He saw what you did. No.
That
No,
didn't work out well
Remy.
for him, did it? Oh,
No
rat.
more Ratatouille.
No, Remy.
Oh no.
Yeah, the
So, I
Quama
guess Zix
Forgers
has
don't
just
have
become
good
a-
ragdolls right now.
You gotta stop murdering the local wildlife.
Yeah, you're acting like a real murder hobo right now.
Amy
Self-defense.
says Karma. Sorry, that's actually pronounced Quama.
Kwama, come here.
Someone also suggested we go visit an Ashlander camp. We can do that also. We can do that as the last
Oh,
thing
yeah.
we do.
Okay.
Yeah, last thing.
The bits.
God, Bitter Coast is so good. Jesus.
There's Balmora.
I love. We're getting into West Gash now more, but still good.
Yeah.
Still very good.
So good.
Big old bug taxi.
It's like Bitter Coast Light here, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I have good news. I have
Yes.
finished my pencil sketch of Olamayan.
And how do you feel about it? How do you feel
That's
about it? You
nice.
feel like you're satisfied, or you think it needs revisions later on?
I think the floor plan's good. I made it as symmetrical as possible and I made the. I don't know if anyone. You know, I'm just gonna say this out loud. I don't know if anyone's gonna notice this, but I have made the dungeon, the floor plan in the shape of an inverted triangle. Which I don't know if anyone will notice in game, but now everyone here knows.
It If someone's navigational sense is good enough, I imagine they could.
I too have hidden a symbol in the layout of a dungeon.
The Balmora in Skywind is pure nostalgia. It looks so much better than the original, but somehow feels exactly like the original.
This looks how I
So good.
saw it in my mind's eye as a kid.
Exactly.
Those Redoran have no idea how to
And up there, on the distance, you can see the source of my torment.
Arcatan.
Yeah. You know what's weird?
Over there.
I actually, yeah, over there. I actually had a dream about it a couple nights ago when I was doing work trying to figure out what to put in there for decoration and
Oh, really?
clutter.
I just want to say, Marco, imagine how I feel when I see Bardal just floating everywhere. Basically,
It's like
I totally get it.
you're enjoying yourself. You're enjoying yourself exploring the region you see, and then you look off in the distance. It's just like, ha ha ha.
I remember when my big main quest location that I did was all Daedra, and I remember I was like, I spent like a year before the Daedric set was out, going, oh man, I'm so excited to work on this. And then when I finally got it, I just sat there staring at the empty cell for like a day, just going, oh god, I have to not mess this up.
Honestly, I think the plan for me is once I finish doing some like review this month and doing that grotto I picked out, I'm just gonna try and bull rush through the Dwemer Ruin as quick as possible.
Let me
Not
listen
even,
to the
like,
voice acting
out
for a
of
second.
frustration, but mostly it's just like I want to do good.
We have our standards, and you do not meet them.
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Yeah, I think the only stat. I actually think the only stat that default PC doesn't have is sneak.
Imagine.
Also, her name's Sugar Lips.
Imagine a cat woman named Sugar Lips having standards.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Imagine not meeting those standards as well.
Yeah. Imagine.
How dare you
Someone's
down talk Sugar Lips Abasi?
That's what I get for giving the
She has
cup
a
back. Damn, that's what it was, too.
She has a career unlike you.
Who voices Sugar Lips? Do we know? Maybe Lacuna
I can check
knows.
right now.
Maybe Newton.
Yeah, let me check.
So Tild, do you have a voice?
Yes, Newton.
No.
Newton voiced the Sugar.
Wait, no.
This guy is
I do
standing
voice-
in the wall.
Sugar Lips is voiced by Crystal Romero.
Well, thank you, Crystal. That was a
Shout
good
out to Crystal, you did a very good job.
Shout out to Crystal.
Oh, this one's
Oh wait,
voiced by
wait a minute!
Newton.
I just heard myself.
Time to run away. I can't deal with two of you.
Are you
What?
what else?
How dare you? I was right there.
Nope.
We're showing off voice. This is ridiculous. I demand a refund, a Skywind refund.
Sorry,
Okay,
you can't get a Skywind yacht anymore. My
As the
bad.
last thing, let's go visit an Ashlander camp. Which ones do you want to check out? We've got Urshulaku. We've got Himbusa.
Let's do the important one. Let's
We've
do the
got
important one.
Arabanimson. We've
And then
got
there's Zainab also in the
Zainab.
Grays lands.
Yeah, right there.
Towards the south. Let's do
Akaruda.
Urshulaku.
Yeah, let's do
Oh, that's
Urshulaku.
good.
Urshulaku? Okay. Will the game release in 2025? No, not at all. Don't expect it to. We don't give a
Skywind will
release
release
date
when it's
for a
ready.
reason.
It will release when it is done.
It will release. Yeah, it will release when it's done. I think it's important to say it's not that we have a release date, but we don't want to make it public. It is that this project is so big with so many moving parts and so many people and so many things that need to be done. It's just impossible to predict a time. What I can say is that all of us are working very hard every single day to bring this to you all.
Can I say my piece on something real quick to add on what you said?
Let us hear your pieces.
We are people. We are busy with not only this, but with our jobs, personal lives, things that come and go. And as much as we would like to get this finished and constantly just work on time and stuff, you know, things get in the way, burnout happens, struggles occur, and some days are just harder than others. And we try our best to do good work, but at the end of the day, we can only promise you that it'll be here when it all just comes together and when we have the energy to do it. You know,
It's gonna be awesome though when it's out.
It's gonna be amazing, and we're trying our hardest. But you know, sometimes things happen, and we just gotta move past them and keep going.
It's not quite like AAA game development, because if this was an official project from a game studio, everyone working on it's getting paid, right? like all of the time is dedicated to it. But in the case
8
of a
hours a day,
volunteer
every
project
day.
like this, everyone's got to juggle their life and their time for the hobbyist project, and it just takes a little longer. But,
You know, though, I will say that comes with a lot of benefits. Because yes, it is taking technically yes. If we were working with Bethesda or something, and we were employees, yes, Skywind would come out faster. But I think it would be a much worse game.
I agree.
I think the
agree.
fact that we don't have a corporate and we're just a bunch of people who are super passionate means that it's going to be better. A lot of that. Yeah, we get a lot more diversity of ideas. We like our system for level design, for instance. Obviously we have rules in the sense that we need to make a dungeon. If it's a tomb, it has to be a tomb. It has to be like Morrowind, etc. But for the most part, you kind of just hand the cell to someone and are like, all right, make the cell. And you have full creative freedom over what you want to do with it within reason.
I will say
and
this:
that leads to so much diversity.
It's basically the age-old dilemma: quality over quantity.
Yeah.
It was combined with time. You can have it come out quicker, and it will be out, but there will be a lot less quality. Or we can have lots of quality, but it takes a lot of time, and
Yeah, so we're trying to do
that's just the truth.
a large quantity of quality, which is the long route.
Indeed.
Yeah, that's the long route. That's the extra long route, actually.
Yeah.
And that's frustrating to some people, and we have heard those frustrations over the years, and that's fair. Things that take time that you're really excited about suck. Trust me, I've waited for a lot of games over this past year to come out soon, and they're coming out soon, and it gets hard. But you just got to be patient, because the product will be better if you just wait.
And we've got all of 2025 to Guars. I got distracted. I was gonna say something dramatic, and then I saw Guars. I got super distracted.
Guars. Yeah.
Speaking as someone who joined about 6 months ago, I can say that from my perspective, like getting in recently, the current state of the project absolutely feels completable. It doesn't feel insurmountable like I got here, say, the beginning of the project. It feels like it's definitely finishable, and it's going to be finished. So.
Man, you joined only 6 months ago? You've done a fuck ton of stuff already, dude.
Yeah.
I can't believe I joined only like 5 months and 6 months ago, too. That's crazy.
This guy has cool voice acting.
That is good voice acting.
Is that... Yeah. Is that, Argo?
He is the mightiest champion and greatest Ashkan
No.
of all
I do
the
not
I
believe
don't think
so.
so.
A very great man. You should talk to him. He is a very curious man, always speaking with traders.
Anyway, reason I went to this camp after the other one is that these Ashlanders actually have their tribal clothing.
Oh yeah.
The Urshulaku have not had any of their clothing worked on.
Gotcha.
This is my time as the 3D lead to say, hey, if you know how to model clothing, come and join, because some of our NPCs are naked and they need clothes, and we need people to make those clothes.
I
very
remember
cold.
the
They're
first
cold.
mod con we did. Everyone in these camps was wearing Skyrim clothing still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. But yeah, overall, if you're interested in nav meshing, perhaps coding, file cutting, level design, whenever that comes out and is necessary, 3D art design, 2D art design, all the departments, we can use your help, and we are generally happy to see you guys.
I mentioned earlier that one of the reasons I think our level design is so good is because we have a bunch of people working on it. We get a huge diversity of ideas that applies to every department. The more people we have on this project, the more passions combining, I think the better. If you're interested, please volunteer. We're always looking for new talent. If you feel as if you're good at anything in particular, if you know 3D design, as mentioned, specifically clothing design, that would be an extreme help. Level design, Red Around set's about to come out with a lot more cells to work on. And if you're just interested in contributing but aren't really sure where to start, I would personally recommend you look into file cutting. That's all the audio processing stuff I mentioned earlier. It's super easy to learn even if you have zero experience. This is someone in chat just said, I wish I could predict, but I have no skills in game development. You should look into file cutting. Absolutely. Check out our Discord. We have more information about it there. We need file cutters. There's so much audio we need to chop through.
Also, if you feel like you have zero skills, join the Arcane University. They help teach you stuff like this.
True.
Don't worry.
I had no experience in the CK before I started learning to work on Skywind. Like you can, it's a tool that is difficult and annoying at times, but learning it isn't that hard. It's absolutely worth learning if you're interested.
Absolutely. I had level design experience from college, and I knew jack shit about the CK. It took me like a month to just get into it, and you just kind of like ease yourself into it. Just believe in yourself. You have potential. You can do great things. Please join the collective. Become subsumed.
All right. With that, I'm going to cut you guys off because you guys are kind of going in circles with the recruitment thing, even though it's important. I have to go. I hope everybody who was listening and watching got a very nice look at what we did in 2024. Perhaps in some spots a humbling look at what we did. Because there's definitely a lot more to do. Thanks for tagging along. If any of the rest of you guys have any like little goodbye spiels, I'm about to kick off here.
Just gonna say,
right, thank
Happy
you
New
all
Year, everyone.
Happy New Year! Thanks for showing up.
Hooray.
Thanks for the goof-ahs, the gaffs, and the sadness, and the joys, and enjoy your new year. We'll be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Let's
tune into
spit
your
some
radio.
fireballs into the sky. New Year, yeah! Woo!
Firework.
Are these gonna come down? I don't think they come down.
Goodbye, people. Bye-bye.
Fireball. Okay, Happy New Year, everybody. Here's to a good 2025.
Merry Christmas.
Have a good one, all of you. Goodbye.